Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgment. Liverpool get a win, their first win in 4, and Arsenal now have 1 win in 4. That's Arsenal, what is happening at Arsenal currently. The title is in Manchester City's hand, and Liverpool are 4 points ahead of Chelsea, that Chelsea have a must-win game tomorrow versus Manchester City. Currently, as it stands, the title is in Manchester City's hands because they host Arsenal at home. Liverpool currently look like the team that is leading to get the 5th spot for the Champions League. Rio Ngumoha today, maybe he showed Martinelli how to do it. Maybe that's how you be a winger. Maybe that's how you cut inside and take risks and try to shoot. Today, Salah performed very well. What's his name? Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones. I thought Robertson and Frimpong looked fantastic. Liverpool turned up when it mattered today at home against Fulham to respond to everyone. Of course, we'll talk about the Arsenal game. We got actually a fantastic panel for you with Ledges here. Souls is here. We got Ashraf joining us as well. That would be very, very interesting talk. And Mac is that, by the way, Mac, I gotta commend you for one thing, my friend. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to K-Mac channel, he does a lot of great content as well. Mac is the only one that was he's like, before the games, he confirms, I'm here. Win or lose, I'm coming. He's always like this. With me, with Osam on his channel as well. Big up to you, Chris, of course. Big up to you, K-Mac. Fantastic content as always. And great. We're gonna, guys, hit that like button. Stick with us. I want to hear from everyone in the chat, in the comment section. I know, Ledge, you look so defeated, my man. And I hate that you look so defeated. Broski, you look as defeated as I looked after the PSG game, but it's different. Souls, welcome back. I know I haven't seen you since Ramadan. May Allah accept it, all your, inshallah, your fasting and all the good deeds that you did.
Ameen.
We're going to start with Liverpool. Man, Arne Slot in. He's saving his job again. Guys, we're going to talk about Arsenal. Just stick with us. Slot is saving his job again. The players turned up when it mattered.
We knew this was going to happen. We knew we were going to be shit for a while, and then he'd get his odd win by complete accident. By like, I don't know what Fulham turned up.
He had a good game, bro. You had a good game.
Look, he rested his bunch, yeah. So he rested some of his players, and I felt like that was going to be his excuse if we lost. Like, I felt like he already made his excuses earlier on by turning around and going, oh, you know, I've had to rest Gyökeres, I've had to rest my guy Gravenberch, you know, I had to rest Isaac, I've had to rest Ekitike, and I felt like he was already getting the excuses in early. And look, I said this on Don's show at halftime. Do not be fooled.
He was good, Mac. He was good. He was good today. He was good today.
His substitutions completely.
He won the game. He had a good plan. He had good runners behind Havertz. You gotta give him credit.
I'm not giving him any credit. I'm not giving him any credit.
I'm a Liverpool fan.
Until I see something consistent, and I don't see Liverpool winning by individual brilliance. Like, the game would have been, what, 0-0 at halftime if it wasn't for Rio Ngumoha's worldie. Like, and even if you replay it back and you have a listen to the commentary afterwards, Andy Robertson wanted the ball. Andy Robertson wanted that ball passed to him. Like, he even said it in the post-match. He said he ignored me and he cut inside and scored a brilliant goal. Like, the plan was not to cut inside and have a go. The plan was to pass to Robbo, for Robbo to do the overlap, for Robbo to put one of those crosses in.
But he took a risk. No.
You just got a 17-year-old kid.
No, I disagree with you. The fact, number one, okay, Mac, the fact that Robertson made that run and made the overlap to at least take a defender with him, to have him cut inside, that's a coach's job as well, to give instructions. To give instructions to people. The fact that there's overlaps happening, the fact that there's runners in the 18, the fact that our people are tight and compact, that is manager's instructions. We're not going to deny him this.
Look, at the end of the day, we were in that game because of Curtis Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai in midfield. Like, they solidified the game. Like we weren't overrun. They were tracking runners. Like, the amount of times the Fulham players, it was like a basketball match in the first half. Like, and we all forgot the game that happened. Like, it was like a basketball match. It was going back and forth, and the Fulham players were having like a 20-yard run at our goal. Like, they were no challenges whatsoever. But you had Szoboszlai and you had Curtis Jones who've got legs, and they were tracking the runners and they were stopping them at the source before it got out of hand. And look, Rio scored a brilliant goal. Mo Salah scored a brilliant goal, by the way. Like, you need to give Mo credit on that one. To hit that first time after it bounced off Gapco's nose and chest and knee, all that wonderful control by Cody, and it managed to roll to Salah, and Salah just hit it first time. That was brilliant. And that kind of took the wind out their sails. Then we went into the second half. Curtis Jones got injured. Our guy Gravenberch comes on. And then the whole game has flipped the opposite way. Just because one player is missing. One player changed in that team, and the game is flipped on its head. And then Fulham have all the ascendancy, and then Fulham are at us. And they're at us. And they're at us. And if it wasn't for Fulham just missing chances, like, he missed loads of chances, by the way, and for not putting in the right ball at the right time, we did well. Like, we did well, but we didn't really create that much. Like, we didn't really create that much.
But by the way, people are pissed. I think people are pissed that you are. I know it's different opinion, but people are pissed. I'm okay here saying because of one decent.
And the fans need to stop doing this, because we've been through this a million times this season. We all go, oh yeah, we're back. Yeah, you made some right decisions.
No one said you're back.
But you're going to extremes though. Like, look, you can give isolated credit and you can give isolated criticism. Like, no one here is saying that Liverpool and our back slots the most amazing thing. This is the manager that won the league. You can just go, look, he did well today. Let's see if it continues. But I just think you're going a bit overboard.
Well, what did he say?
Like, I think Mac refused to give Slot any credit today. Any
comment he made at the end of the game.
What did he say?
What did that have to do with it? What did that have to do?
Got justice today. What the fuck?
It has everything. It has everything to do with what Mac is saying.
You happen to say it on the anniversary of bloody Hillsborough. Like the guy's just I'm sorry, he's a prick.
Oh, I don't know what you said in it. I'm just talking.
What did he say? What did he say?
He said Liverpool got justice today.
What does that even mean? Liverpool got justice.
But you need,
what does that even mean?
You need the context.
What does that even mean? And why do you say it on the eve of bloody Hillsborough? Like, the guy.
I don't think he knows.
I don't think he was even thinking about.
I don't think he was thinking about.
I don't know. I'm not.
I need the context.
Mate. I'm sorry, Rio. Well done, mate. 17-year-old kid.
I think
should have been played a lot more this season for the absolute dross that plays on the left wing in Cody Gakpo, who was also dross today, by the way. Like, also, I know he got an assist, but he's absolute dross today. But well done, 17-year-old.
No, but you got to give him credit for having the balls
hold on. I want to understand this. I would just hold on. Because of one decent home game where kid make a worldie, we should give him credit. Nah, get the fuck out of my club ball fraud with Haram ball. But no one said that Slot should stay. Where did people in the chat say that Slot should stay? All I'm saying is the analysis of the game. I'm gonna give credit to Slot who put. Because to be honest with you guys, Mookie and everyone that is saying I'm not gonna give him credit. So I want you to say that last season Salah won you the damn league then, because in isolation today he put two runners behind Havertz. He had the guts to put Rio Ngumoha. Salah played close to goal. Rio Ngumoha played close to goal. There was a lot. Frimpong today was running up and down like the Energizer Bunny. It was freaking amazing defensively and offensively.
The best thing about
he played him as a right back. Played him as a right back.
He played him before as right back, and
he's not very good.
Mac. I know. Listen, man. I'm debating you. This is your opinion, and I'm not censoring your opinion. I'm just debating your opinion. Frimpong played right back before and looked shit.
Yeah, 100%.
And looked like shit.
I think
Robertson played before and looked shit. Looked shit.
Easy with the Robertson slander. Easy.
But what I mean, he looked shit. Okay, but Szoboszlai played in the same role before and looked bad. Same role.
It was ridiculous today. Ridiculous.
It's very good. But that's the thing, right? The thing, I feel as though we can have a conversation where we can give credit to the manager, but also want the manager to be gone. Like I've always been about that, you know.
And no one said otherwise. That's why I said he saved his job, Ryan. He saved his job today.
Exactly. He did save his job. The thing is, right, I will say people say he's a backhanded compliment. He did the right things. He did the right things that we've been asking him to do. We've asked for a midfield of Szoboszlai and Jones, and we got it. I think it looked really good until Jones got that groin injury. I think it's a groin injury because it looked like it, which is unfortunate for him. And Ngumoha and Salah were played in their natural positions. We saw Salah closer to goal, but also had the license to go out wide, which I kind of wanted him to do. From then on, I thought Frimpong was really, really good on that right hand side. I think there was a moment where I think Calvin Bassey was trying to push him off the pitch, and the one thing, and Souls knows because I spoke about this in the summer, the one thing that Frimpong is good at, he is so quick and so nimble that he's very good at keeping the ball like that, and that's what he was doing the entire time. I think it was overall a very good performance. Look, Cody Gakpo was probably the weakest out of everybody, but he still served his purpose, and I'm going to give him the Darwin Nunez praise, which is doing the pressing, because I haven't seen a striker press for a very, very long time. So at least give him the bare minimum, which he did, and he did do the bare minimum.
With the players that you've got currently, just a question. So with Arne Slot underachieving and having a howler, are you expecting like a title charge with this season? Is that what you was expecting?
I was expected to at least challenge.
They were expecting to win the title.
Ahmed, I've spoken about this season, this entire season. The teams at the top, they're not of the quality that I've seen previously. The bare minimum.
So what I'm saying is, if you get rid of the manager, which is fine, do you believe the next manager is going to title charge with the current players that he's got?
Yes, to an extent. It depends on who we bring in. I think it's also important. It depends on who we bring in.
The next guy's going to lose 22 games.
And how many positions do you lot believe that you need? Do you need a left winger?
Because of the people that we're leaving, we need a left winger, a right winger, a midfielder, and a centre back.
So you need 5 positions.
4 starters.
4 positions. 3 positions, and then you're back to. I'll be real in it. Yeah, the thing is, here's my take.
I'm gonna tell you, Ahmed, they're gonna keep the manager. I'm telling you,
bro. The manager, is probably gonna get another season in it.
He's gonna get another season.
Because
I know a manager is staying.
100%. I'm not gonna deny that Arne Slot has had an absolute terrible season this year. He's fumbled everything pretty much in it, and he deserves to be criticised in it. However, obviously, has won you a league title. Can't say, it's Klopp's team. Cool, it is Klopp's team, but he still had to do his thing in it, right? I believe, give him one more season and see what he can do, and then prioritize the positions that are needed. Like you said, you need a new centre back, you need a new left winger, because I don't believe that he's just a crap coach all of a sudden, innit? I don't believe in that personally, innit? That's just me, innit? What I've seen from what he done last year. Cool, he's got his pros, he's got his cons, but I do not believe that he's all of a sudden just a finito manager in it. He might have some issues.
You can talk to Mac about this. You can talk to K-Mac about this. I'm going to put you
up
with him.
I have a different opinion as well.
Can I get Ledger's opinion on this?
All right. I understand.
Mac, just give me a second. Let me just, Mac, go ahead.
I really do. I understand what you're saying. But explain to me how you go from last season to this season. Explain to me how go from that to that.
100%. So the type of...
Wait, Armin. Before you reply, look, that's the point there, and that's where I agree with him. Like, look, in my personal opinion, the way Slot won the league last year, you can call it what you want to call it, but fam, he did what he had to do in it. Now this year, with the reinforcements that you'd come in with, 500 million. Look, man's not letting that go, bro. The way people have brushed that aside, like these guys didn't spend £500 million to try and reinforce the team, right? It's diabolical to me. Now, when this guy comes out in press conferences last year being mad cocky, you have the balls because you won the league. But bro, you can't have that same cockiness when you go into the next season and you're not winning games, bro. My man's complaining using Arsenal as examples, only for his team to be doing the exact same thing weeks later. Bro, he just talks crap. And in my personal opinion, the way he addresses the players, no, I disagree with that. The way he addresses the players, it's like
it happens.
Can I finish, bro? The way he addresses the players, it's like they're not human beings, bro. And that's a huge problem for me personally. You can't be speaking to man like, bro, like I'm a kid or something, and just mad disrespect. So in my personal opinion, I think the players have stopped playing for Slot. Now, yeah, they won the game today. Good for them. But look, if they stick with him next season, I don't think it's gonna get any better. In my personal opinion, I think he should go for Liverpool's good, but that's not my.
They're still going to be in a. You do realize, yeah, even if they do get rid of the manager, which I'm all for in it. I'm not asked about whether they get rid of him or not yet. But even if they do, it's not like it's magically going to go back to square one and how it used to be. That's all I'm saying, because there's so many positions that you need to actually address. And they spent 500 million, and it's actually embarrassing that they've not challenged or even retained the league, yeah, and the way how they've been performing. That's all understood. But the players that are on the decline and the players that you need to address to is also a major concern. It's all good spending.
That's great. Listen, bro.
100%. Because it's all good spending their money. Yeah, but if you spend their money and your other priorities, you still need two.
Can I just put it into a bit of context? And I totally agree with you. By the way, sorry, totally agree with that. You have to be humble. You have to be humble. He is so disrespectful to our players. Even before the PSG game, by the way, when we got absolutely humiliated by Manchester City, he threw Mamardashvili under the bus. He's your goalkeeper that you're taking to PSG, by the way.
That was stupid. That was stupid, by the way.
Don't throw your goalkeeper under the bus who's covering for Ali. Who, by the way, pulled off an insane game against PSG the last time you went there and you got annihilated. But you just got a lucky goal, and for some reason you thought you were going to do that again. Honestly, totally deluded. But just into context, yeah. Last season, okay, had a lot of luck. By the way, no injuries. Two of the other competitors completely fell off. Okay, had a lot of luck. Won the league with the same amount of points that Leicester won the league. Okay, so didn't run away with it. Didn't run away with it. Didn't
Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, again, K-Mac. I just feel like he was just erasing what he's doing. He's done.
End of the season. Yeah, went on holiday at the end of the season. Got all the guys you wanted. And that's the thing. Everybody's talking about this transition bollocks. And even he is. It's going to take a bit of time to transition all these players in. Have you seen some of the players we got? We broke the British transfer record twice. No one's done it before. He got all his toys, okay? He's the one that has no idea how to play with those toys. They are a bag of shit, all of them. Honestly, we're gonna get into the top 5 this season now, probably because Mo Salah's leaving, and he's performing. He's performing for the fans. He's on a high. He knows he's going, and he's like, you know what? I'll put one in the top bin. No pressure on me now. I don't care because he's off. Robbo's probably going to have some worldies now because he's off and he doesn't care. Honestly, the guys that he has put all the trust in have been the worst performers.
You cannot be lucky to win a Premier League.
And that's why
man management comes into it, coaching comes into it, all of that comes into it. Yeah,
for the first time in my life, I think I'm agreeing with Ahmed, bro. Look, if and I don't subscribe to the whole Salah 1 year league, because if that's the case, I think Totti would have won so many league titles for Roma. Football don't work like that, unfortunately.
You've never
got a team and you have a manager.
He wasn't good enough.
You have a manager and you have a team.
Liverpool have 2 league titles in 30 plus years, and you would think that they've been dominating the Prem with how much they're expecting in it with their high standard, bro. Klopp's won you 1 Premier League title and Slot's won you the other in it. So he's got, bro. He came in.
Oh, do you want him to stay then?
He came in, yeah. He came into the Premier League in his first ever season and won you a title instantly. That deserves respect.
We missed out on 2 European trophies and 2 Premier Leagues by 4 points and 2 finals.
Say that again.
We missed out on 4 trophies with Jürgen over 4 points and like an unbelievable performance by Courtois and a dreadful performance by one of our right backs. Like, that's literally fine margins, mate. Fine margins. But guess what? We were there. We were there. Every season fine margins,
yeah, but you can also.
But Ahmed, this is where I'm going to pull you up, and you kind of did yourself. We're not talking about the fact that he hasn't maintained the standard. He's allowed the standard to drop significantly, not even at a respectable level. It's a significant drop. The fact that we got absolutely humble, schooled, and embarrassed by PSG, we got absolutely embarrassed by Man City, and we got embarrassed by Crystal Palace in all the cups. And the fact that we're fighting for top 5, not top 4, top 5. That's where you're like, hold on a minute. What are we doing here? If it was the case that we are in and around where City and Arsenal are, we're like, say we're like 6 points behind Arsenal, then we're like, okay, cool. We'll give you the buy. We'll give you the buy. But and if we lost to Palace on penalties, or we lost narrowly to Manchester City in the FA Cup, then I'll give it a buy. Or if we lost narrowly and we gave a good fight against PSG, we'll give him the buy. It's the fact that this season there's been so many moments where it's just been embarrassing game after game. And I feel as though the guy's arrogance has to play a part in it. The fact that he's been so willing
but you guys
to
arrogance. Who cares if he's got arrogance? Every manager is going to have some sort of arrogance about him, innit?
Yeah? But your arrogance can also.
But his arrogance hurt the team.
It hurts.
It's called his arrogance hurt
because
the team.
he believes his arrogance in him believes.
Yeah, I mean, he thinks his way of playing is the right way, and sometimes he's deluded.
Unfortunately,
I'm going to ask you guys. I'm going to ask you something, Ahmed. Just simple. I want to ask everyone here on the panel. I'm going to assume Pep leaves. Liverpool have a decent transfer window. They get a winger, a Diamondi, whatever. They stick with Arne Slot. Do you see Liverpool challenging for the league next season?
Only if they get a winger. Only if they get a winger. If they get a number 6,
they need a winger. Okay, yeah, I mean, they get a winger. They get Adam Morton. They get a right back.
Yes.
They challenge you. You think they are challenging for the league?
If Liverpool get a number 6, they get a left winger, yeah, and another right winger because Salah's leaving, yeah, and they get. I'm pretty sure they've already brought in a centre back here. I do believe, yeah, that he will pattern up the next season and will challenge.
And he will win the league. Win the league.
Challenge. I said challenge.
Challenge the league.
Yeah. Challenge.
Maybe nothing is far from like. Okay, listen.
You do know that Arnie just gave Gravenberch a new contract, and Cody's just got a new contract, so they are going to be his first team players like next season. Like, do you really think? If you stuck a Florian Wirtz in a Crystal Palace or probably a Wolves, do you think Florian Wirtz would be playing better for them? Because I do. Because I think they're probably a better coach team. Like, our team has regressed in coaching, in being coached. Like, we were getting done by PSG on long throws with our press. Did you actually watch that game? Like,
yeah, I watched a bit
we
of that
decided
game.
We were going to press them on the outside of the pitch. And I was looking at it going, okay, Liverpool are going to press their players. The guy just threw the long ball right across all of our press players, and they were clean.
K-Mac. So, you can't lie.
So how about this?
Amazing.
What if you played? What if he played this total? What if he played this total football that he wants to play in it, yeah, and then he got battered 4-0? What would you say?
Stupid.
We have been playing this total football. It's been shit.
Do you know what? Ahmed. He played a 3 at the back.
It's not Ahmed. It's Ahmed. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this Instagram thing. You know when you open a can of Coke?
I'm sorry, I called you Ahmed. Sorry.
Yeah, Ahmed. Yeah.
You know, brother, I can't.
Brother, I can't do that.
Say Ahmed. It's just Ahmed.
I can't do it because it hurts my. Yeah,
go ahead. I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. It's a joke, guys. Come on.
The problem is, right? He went into the PSG game when I saw 5 at the back, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Well, you have to smile. You have to smile. That's
I'm always smiling, bro.
You're always smiling. Wallahi, listen. I said to Liverpool fans were getting battered. They smile, bro. We have to smile, bro. Khalas, yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. Ram, I'm sorry. I'm
gonna let it slide mode. But he went into the PSG game playing 5 at the back, which I had no qualms with. I've been hearing a lot of Liverpool fans saying that we were cowards and all like that. Brother, you go into one of the best teams in Europe. You go into one of the most fluid teams in Europe, one of the most complete teams in Europe. Mm-hmm. Don't go there expecting you're going to go toe-to-toe with them because you're going to get battered. You're going to get absolutely battered. So when I saw 5 at the back, I was like, cool. He's going to keep it compact. He's going to keep it nice and simple. And then when we have an opportunity on the counter-attack, we'll go for it. We did not see that in any way, shape, or form. We saw man-to-man marking. I saw my left centre-back going up and trying to close down Achraf Hakimi. I was at a point where we're like, this guy is clutching at straws and he doesn't know what he's doing. He actually doesn't know what he's doing. So this is the kind of things that we're talking about where the managers is really hard for us to give an explanation on why he should stay. Because so many times this season he's done these kind of things, playing 2 up top. And when your striker gets injured, you play a 10 as a striker in a 2 up top system. Again, another stupid thing that he does. It's just time after time, he makes too many stupid errors. And the fact that he believed that the way of playing football to get the best out of these players was to play this total football. Brother, you can't go from a German style of football, which was all about gegenpress and high pressure, to an high tempo and direct play, to slow tempo, possession-based football. That was around back in the 1970s. Those two ideas don't match. There was a reason why that so many people used to say it was always total football versus German football, because it was always the differing styles. And he went from one style to a completely different style. You can't do that in modern football. It's not like
to go back to, so you want the Jurgen Klopp style, is what you guys are saying?
No. I want what I saw from the early parts of last season, a measured style of press, but also most importantly being high tempo. It's the high tempo that I want. That's not what we're getting. It's very, very slow, possession-based, trying to find the intricate passes. That's not what Liverpool's about, and that's not what we've ever been. I've always been very critical about the high press under Jurgen, because I think it was a little bit.
You see, that's the thing, isn't it? You know how you say, like, oh, that's never been. That's my issue with, like, some United fans too. And it ain't the Fergie way. I'll be real with me. I don't give a bollocks here what way it is in it. Yeah, if that's me in it. Yeah, I don't give 2 scoobies. I'm not.
Did you hate Amorim? Did you hate Amorim football? Did you hate it?
He's a terrorist. He's a terrorist. 100%.
Okay, well, how are you disagreeing with us? Like, you should be,
because the guy won you a pen. You should be grateful. You should be grateful.
Terrorist at our grounds.
But
like,
then,
I'm not. Listen, you're not.
I did it again. Stop.
You need to be grateful because you're not a team yet. That
no idea how we play football. Like, we played football for the first 6 months, like Jurgen Klopp's football.
Okay, let's just make the point about
intensity. It was gegenpress. It was hounding the opposition because we had the players that could do it. He sold them all. He got rid of them all because he wanted to get rid of them all. Like, he's never been able to make any number 9 work at Liverpool. None.
The thing is, there's no point with him trying to change anything.
Down the line and nothing's
shall I tell you why? There's no point of Slot changing anything yet and meeting your needs, because you already based your opinion on him saying that he's already won the league by luck last year. So there's no point really him trying to adapt to fit what you would like, because you already said it was luck last year. The thing is, I swear to you, our man's not terrible, bro. You need to understand, for as much as he's had an absolute stinky and howled, and he is concussed this season, absolutely. But you can't take away what he did in his first year, in his first managerial in the Prem, bro. Like, man done his thing, innit? It wasn't just luck. He adapted, and he's obviously got that in his locker. But this season, he's decided to overcomplicate things. And
but he's not even playing.
No, but he's not overcomplicating. He's not even. He's not even playing the same football that he played back in the Netherlands.
He's not playing any football that I've ever seen him implement and play on a pitch.
He's never played that. He's never played this at final.
Like,
the problem is,
let me do the super chats then. Let me do 100%. I agree with K-Mac. Okay, big up, okay. Fair enough. Big up, Slot. You played players where they should play in their natural positions. Wow, what a management. How did you come up to this? ChatGPT or Gemini? There is some good combinations that happened today. Salah not being on the line. Probably he listened to what Thierry Henry said. He told him that Salah should not start on the side, should start inside the 18.
Mo, he should have listened to me, bro. He should have listened to me.
Bro, Thierry Henry was speaking about this. You're asking a 33 years old that looks like he's slower, he can dribble, to start from the winger So he has all this time to run. Today he didn't. Surprise! Salah is inside
Mo,
the 18.
should I be the manager of Liverpool then?
Maybe you should. Stop saying saved his job. He's going one way or another. I know that you guys wish, which is fine. You guys similar to Arsenal fans sometimes, some Arsenal fans. We keep saying that Arteta's gonna go. If the board is putting the trust in him, he's staying. Okay? Liverpool, if Liverpool are putting trust in him, he's staying. That's a fact, Omar. The fact. It's what it is. Agree, Ahmed, not a crap manager, just pile of shit.
We weren't saying that last season, though. That's the thing. We wasn't saying that last season.
Just
Pre-PSG game slot, you will see what I will do with the formation. Bro, he didn't do anything with the formation. Wallahi, Omar, it was so shit. I've never seen it before.
If he does that again, then you can cuss him, bro. Exactly.
How much you give slot percentage contribution to the title? I don't want to ask Ahmed. Ram,
Yo,
how much percentage you give slot for the title?
look, because again, the style of play wasn't like carbon copy of what Jurgen played, so he obviously had an input in that. I'll still probably give him about 60%.
All right, then. See,
I'll give him credit.
We have to.
You have to give the guy credit. You have to give the guy credit.
I'm going higher. I'm going higher.
No, because
what's your percentage then? Ahmed, what's your percentage then?
Slot's contribution to the title last season, I'm going to say 75 to 80.
Ashraf, I want you to answer this, please.
Yes. 100%, bro. 100%.
Ashraf, I want to hear what you think
Did we
about
play
this.
3 at the back, did we? Did we play 3 at the back last season? Did we play 5 at the back last season?
No,
or did we play
he actually got the best out of the two midfielders.
Did we play 4-3-3?
Jurgen Klopp didn't actually use Gravenberch, by the way. Jurgen Klopp actually had Gravenberch and wasn't actually playing that well. So, again.
By the way, I'm going to say something.
Ashraf,
let Ashraf talk, and then I'm going to just say my piece.
I think his I know this is probably in hindsight now, but I think his contribution was probably less than 30%. I think he made some implements, some changes here and there, gave some confidence to some players like Gravenberch and stuff. Generally, I know a lot of Liverpool fans might disagree with this. I actually think a lot of the system I saw last season from Liverpool was a continuation of Klopp's system. You know, when the game is like 0-0 and they're not able to break the team down, they play that press game, that fast-paced game, attack for attack to see who can unlock. That was signature.
So why
Klopp.
is the percentage not higher when it's not his team that he took over? If anything, yeah, that should be higher.
I was talking about last season. This season obviously is different. I think this season he has had more of an identity because he's had more time with the team, because a lot of the players are new, especially in the starting lineup. I think that's when he started implementing his system and he got exposed for it. I think last season it was a combination of Salah being at a phenomenal level and it was a lingering effect. Let me say this. If Klopp didn't retire and he was still the manager of Liverpool last season, they still win the league. With Klopp.
Yeah, won the league.
Nothing.
But again, Ashraf, if buts and maybes, isn't it?
I think that's the best thing that Ashraf. I think actually I never looked at it how Ashraf said it. However, I'm gonna say something. Jurgen Klopp didn't get Gravenberch to be one of the best DMs in the league.
Thank you.
Jurgen Klopp actually didn't have Konate last season. There's two things: time management, minutes. Konate had a world-class season, right? He was not injured last season. That is down to management, which is management is part of management.
He also did under Arteta.
No, ask the Liverpool fans. He never had
a
whole season.
Diaz as a false nine.
He was injured. He was injured for 6 weeks last season, so that's also false. He missed 6 weeks.
Yeah, Endrick destroyed his foot, and he was out for 6 weeks.
So he did get injured before that. And I remember the 21-22 season. I know he didn't start all games. He was fantastic. 23-24 also. I know they didn't win the league. They only won the League Cup, but he was really good with Van Dijk. You cannot use Gravenberch as your only crutch to say,
McAllister.
Well,
let me continue.
McAllister 23-24 was fantastic with Klopp.
At the end of 2024. At the end of 2024.
At the end.
I don't think it was only at the end, bro. I remember mid-season people saying
him using Luis Diaz as a forward. I wouldn't discount this. He played him as a forward. It's not bad. Like I'm not gonna say that it's 100% with him because I think, regardless of his tactical whatever he did, without Salah, they don't win the league.
That's why he said 6. That's why I said 60%.
Like,
so he got the best out of Salah that season, yeah. But the season before that Klopp had Salah, he wasn't at that level, the one where he got the prem. So how does that not go to the manager?
I mean, seriously, like we literally we were top of the league at the end of Christmas, yeah, and we went out of was it the Europa League and also the Premier League in the space of like 2 weeks. That was it. But we were challenging all the way. Like, there's no way the Liverpool fans thought that we were going to get beat by Palace and Everton, and we were going to get beat by Atalanta.
But then,
like,
can I ask you a question? Did you think we'll win the Did you think we'll win the Premier League at the start of last season?
Nobody thought, even Liverpool fans said that challenge would be all right and a run in the cup. Okay, let's be honest with each other.
Maybe no. To be fair, Jamie did say that we could win it.
Okay, but there was no logical explanation for anyone to say that Liverpool will win the league after
of course. It's only that 99%.
It's a hope.
Yeah. Exactly.
And who thought that Salah would have the best season ever in terms of numbers in the history?
It's luck, though. It's luck.
No, luck. He did good adjustment, Ahmed. No one said otherwise.
He was good.
No one said otherwise.
I wouldn't give him like full credit, because again, you need a good manager on your day. You need great players, and you need everything just to go into place. It can never ever be one side is higher than the other. Like, you know how it is. And I don't.
And he wasn't even your first choice manager too. He was like your third or fourth. And it is his first year.
He was our second. He was our second, not our first.
What was your second choice? So it wasn't Xabi Alonso, and then who? So he was second, yeah.
If you want to say Ruben Amorim, but he was unwilling to change.
He was down in the pecking order. That's all I'm saying.
Ruben Amorim was my choice.
He was.
Ruben Amorim was your choice.
PSG and Edwards finally got exposed after Klopp left. FSG and Edwards finally got exposed.
It's the bad, because Mo, we spoke about this last.
How are they exposed? I don't understand. How are they exposed?
No, but it's not exposed. But
how are they exposed?
Mo, it's the downside of having them there that we spoke about a couple of years ago. Is the fact that they would want to get rid of people quick when they see that they think they're done, when they're not quite done just yet. If you get what I mean. So, like, for me, my ideal situation was the Rodri Fernandinho. Always go back to that as a starting point. Fernandinho was always the main guy, but once Rodri came in, Fernandinho knew that he was going to replace him. But he was still part of the squad, so we could not show him the ropes, but be there to still produce that winning mentality and tell the players what it's like to play for Man City, what are the levels and everything like that. Hughes and Edwards don't see it like football like that. They would see it. If you're done, you're done. Gone. Bye.
You can want a manager gone without disrespecting everything they did, especially when you glaze it at the time. Taking jabs at Klopp for being too open. Is he taking jabs at Klopp?
Who?
Ahmed, he's talking about you, Ahmed, or something.
I didn't take
Sean,
jabs at
who took jabs at Jurgen Klopp, Sean? I don't know. Don't tell me that Arne Slot did this when he said, okay,
I think he was talking about last season when people used to say we're no longer as open as we used to be under Klopp. That's what people were saying. I think, Sean, you don't need to put a super chat, but if you can confirm that for me, that'd be great.
Yeah, Sean. No, a lot of our fan base did.
It was that.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Man, Sean. It's actually crazy. Like,
he just said it right there.
Mo said to Slot, play me like this, not this, and you will win the Premier League. Maybe. But Salah didn't know that he's going to have this amazing season. Guys, Salah didn't know. Nobody knew that he's going to have this amazing season.
Anyway. Mo, do I need to show you the tweet that Mo Salah did? Do I need to show you the tweet that Mo Salah did?
I know what he said. I was there.
Like, bro, you can't win a league title with just one player, bro. You can't.
He promised us, mate, and he delivered.
No, but K-Mac, you can't win a league title with just one player.
Well, we did.
Like I said, no, we didn't. Because if that was the case, then Totti would have won so many league titles for Roma. Right, okay. Gerrard would have won a league title for us. Come on, man. We can't do this.
Claude, AI.
Bro, this Totti reference that you keep using, I don't understand where you're getting it from, bro. He wasn't that good.
What is this? I don't understand. He's
one of my favorite players. But there's no way, literally, bro.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Talking about Totti like you would have won. Come on, man.
He was a bad boy, bro. Don't respect. Champion of the world, innit? Big up Totti.
My bad.
He actually wasn't that good. Let's be honest. He was good. He was world class. But
we're not having this convo. We're not having.
He wasn't like I'll win the league by myself, especially in an era where Serie A was the best league in the world at the time. He was not.
Do you hear this, bro? Do you hear this?
bro. He won one league title, right? I think in 2000, if I'm not wrong.
Guys,
When he had-
Totti was good,
Yeah.
was very good, but Totti was not the player.
He was
that
never
people
one of the
think
best
he
in the
is.
world. He was never one of
Like
the best. in the
Totti
world.
was never like what Salah did last season is Ballon d'Or level play. Like having 40,
Oh, yeah.
having 50 goals in a season. That's Harry Kane is having a season with 50 goals. Like 50 goals is a lot. Like he's not like
He didn't
Totti's
have
not Roberto
goals.
Baggio. Salah.
He had
I think he
57
did last-
GA in total, not 50 goals.
Really? 47 in the league. And
That's GA. Yeah, GA.
Yes,
not
47
goals.
GA. I think maybe I heard it wrong. I can go and check.
Yeah,
but
yeah. It's
yes.
57 GA overall. 57 GA overall.
Okay.
Which,
By
by
the-
the way, was not even his best season. His best season was 60 GA in his first season with Liverpool.
That was
He
his
had
first
44
year, wasn't it?
goals and 16 assists.
Gunners have more of an argument to sack Arteta than Liverpool fans. Winning the league is difficult and you should earn your chance to fix mistakes, in my opinion. Big up my man all the way from Kenya. You're a Man United fan. I'm not sure if you're bantering or you're
Big up,
trolling or
Simba.
you're being serious, by the
That's my
way.
guy, bro. That's my guy.
My man,
Simba.
I don't know if you're being serious, you're trolling.
No, 100%. 100%. He deserves a third opportunity. Facts, bro. Because
Wallah, I don't know if that
Are you here for
What?
jokes? Like, have you got him on here for
me,
jokes?
I'm straight up, bro. I'm straight
Really?
up, bro.
You got him here as well,
Ahmed
bro.
believes what he's saying. And by the way, I'm gonna tell you guys something. There is actually, I've listened to a lot of actually Sky Sports people, Talk Sport, podcasts as well. And there's a lot of people that think that Slot deserves a chance, which is, I think this is where FSG are getting their ideas from. They believe he needs a chance to fix his mistakes. There's a lot of people out there that are saying this, actually. I don't agree with them, but I think FSG are believing these people over the fans. They're believing that, yeah, he won the league. He deserves another chance. I believe that it's something that is going around. There's people that say that.
Crazy, isn't it?
There is a lot of people that say this, and they're convinced that this is the right way of running the club. Give Arne Slot another season, give him players, let him fix it. That's actually something that has been said.
He's warning
numerous
numerous times
times.
to at least fix it. He's
I don't
proven
think
it.
I don't think he did.
You're here for a wind-up, aren't
But
you?
no one said one player 60% is mad. It's maximum 30 for Slot.
He did. Not Souls, the guy next to Souls. He did.
I did, yeah. I
am
said
next-
in
No,
hindsight,
yes, Mo.
I am
I
next
said
to
30
Sol.
as well. I said 30. I said 30.
yeah, I think in
Salah
hindsight,
I think
he's
Salah
great.
is 50%, Broski. Salah is 50% of the league
I mean,
title.
Yeah, I would
But-
say
But by the
50-50
way, like
still.
if he doesn't get sacked in the summer, he's 100%. If they don't start the league the next season strong in the first like 5 games, he's getting sacked in October. Like we've seen that with Brendan Rodgers.
We
had a
no,
horrendous-
we don't know. The reality is we don't know.
No,
We
no.
don't know if Arteta's going to be here. We don't know who Pep is getting replaced by. We don't know what the league's going to look like. Because at
No,
the
I
moment,
think
the
with
league's
Liverpool,
up in
we
the air.
don't
No
know.
one
It's gonna
knows
change
who's going in with
anything.
what.
How is he going to change anything? He hasn't even got a pre-season. He's not even going to have a pre-season because all the
No,
players
it's
are on.
not. It's not the point of me. The thing is, next season is going to be one of the hardest ones to predict because the reality is, Arteta's likely to stay, but if Pep does leave, that's going to make a big change to the league. That could change a lot of perspectives.
What
to
if he
a lot
doesn't
of people's
leave?
opinion. Then we're all fucked out, me.
Well, I said this earlier.
I mean, Slot that we were just
Why-
laughing
why
at.
you
When
went-
Klopp
why-
beat
why- why-
Guardiola
why-
to a league title. I don't think Guardiola is invincible.
Wait, you said
No.
what?
You can beat him, but I'm just saying, like, if Pep leaves, that just leaves a gap because we don't know what City are going to do. We don't know how quickly they adapt to this new manager. It's looking like Enzo Maresca is the one they want to go and get, but we don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so hard to like write anyone off to either winning it or not winning it because of this big gap that's now going to be left. You're not going to have this absolute demon on your case 24/7, regardless of how good or bad you are. That's going to be like, you've got to win every game to win this league title. It's not going to be that anymore.
Listen, I'm moving on from Liverpool to the Arsenal talk. I know Ram has to go. Mac, if you want to stay, you stay. If you want to go, you can go. Guys, K-Mac channel is in the description.
Stay
Ram's going
for a
live
little bit more.
later.
I can still stay for a little bit.
I want to hear from Ledge. Because Ledge,
What up?
you remember the last show? I was having
do.
an argument with you about the style of play and how you don't build from the back and how it's slow and the attack is weak. I told you your attack is so weak and you were like, you didn't like
Yep.
it. And today, to be honest with you, and I had a discussion. Let me just intro this segment for the people. I had a discussion today with Martin on the Arsenal. And Martin was talking about the mentality and all the stuff. And I'm like, the mentality is where I see Arsenal play well, but choke, chances missed. You made a mistake at the back. I think you completely were outplayed today. Tactically, quality. Like today, this team that played today, quality-wise, doesn't deserve to win the Premier League. That is not the same Arsenal that started the season. That's not the same Arsenal that had 8 clean sheets in a row and no shots on target against them. Today, a lot of people say it's mentality pressure. Number one, Man City didn't play yet. To put pressure. Number two, I didn't see Arsenal fighting today and failing because of the pressure. I saw Arsenal today not even putting pressure on Bournemouth when you're 1-0. There is 18 minutes. Go and check who scored for the stats. Where Arsenal are 1-0 down at the Emirates, 1-0 down at the Emirates, and you didn't have the majority of position, and you didn't have chances. How is the team that is meant to win the title? I get it if you're pressing and you're failing, and the goalkeeper is having a great time, and you're missing chances. That's maybe pressure, right? But that 20 minutes from when they scored until you got the penalty, you weren't in control. That was weird. That was strange to me. How is Arsenal not in control? Where is the team that played in November, October? Where did that team go? Why is Zubamendi scared to run with the ball? Why is, like, today, 2 fullbacks, you know your fullbacks didn't have even 1 cross attempted, right? 1. How is a football team not having 1 fullback attempting 1 cross? Is kind of weird. But anyway, go ahead. What's the losses down to, Ledge? Go ahead.
Look. You can't expect me to give you the answers as to why.
No, I want to know your opinion. Your opinion. I'm not. No one has the answer, but your opinion.
No, fair enough. I'll give you my opinion. And look, my opinion of that game is exactly as you said. Only one team showed quality during that game, and that was Bournemouth. Watching that game was embarrassing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And you know, exactly like you stated, yeah, I came onto the last podcast show, whatever you want to call it. And I was confident. I told you, yeah, you know, I don't expect this to continue, blah, 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 blah. Now, this is a worry as far as I'm concerned. 3 losses in the last 4 games. I'm not even gonna count the Sporting win, because that was in the last second of the game. Didn't really show any heart throughout the game. You know, I kind of was happy with the game plan. However, look, this performance today just showed us that, yeah, man, it's scary times, guys. It's scary times. And look, you know me. You guys know me. I'm the confident one. I'm super confident, but I'm always confident because there's a reason to be confident. Meaning, when I was confident earlier, there was a cushion. There's something for me to rely on. You know, yes, we might drop a couple points here, this and that. That's not the case anymore. The case is we're 9 points ahead. Meaning, if City win their next 2 games and then they beat us at home, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. We're now fighting for this till the end on probably goal difference, or who knows? We might even end up losing a game. And bro, yeah, man. Look, I'm disappointed. I'm not even good. There's nothing for me to come on here and be like, look, that was amazing. Like Havertz, yeah, it's atrocious. The captain, Martin Odegaard, it's atrocious. Eze, come on, didn't do absolutely nothing. You mentioned the fullbacks. Look, this is the same Lewis Skelly everyone's been screaming for. Play Lewis Skelly. Play Lewis Skelly. Oh my days, what's going on with our young boys? Hell End and all of that crap. Bro,
a lot of people told me that Lewis Skelly was very good today. A lot of people told me that he was very good today.
He was good today. He wasn't the problem today. It wasn't him.
No.
Yeah,
Guys, your standards are here. If your fullback lost his man and didn't contribute offensively.
No, but it wasn't his fault. Zubimendi was more at fault for that goal than anyone.
Which one?
Look,
The first one, he completely lost his man.
No. The first one's on Noni and White. No, the first one's Noni and White. That's the right hand side is screwing
Yo,
you know.
It's
man,
on
look,
White
bro,
and
look.
Skelly. It's on both. It's on both. White and Skelly.
From what I saw, it's
It's-
from both
yeah.
fullbacks.
You know what the biggest problem is. You know what
Go
the
ahead,
biggest
man.
problem is with Arsenal.
Go ahead. Ledge
it's
hasn't done.
PTSD.
Mac,
PTSD.
No. Let K-Man go through. Let K-Man go through.
It's PTSD. Like,
It's
and by the way,
not that.
how
But
is
by
it
the way,
PTSD
it's
if
been
the
talked
quality is
about.
not there, guys?
This has
Today,
been
It's
talked
not.
about
they
so
can't
long.
pass, they can't shoot, they can't
No,
cross. Like
the
how
rea-
that?
no, it's plain and
mental.
simple.
It's a mental problem.
Look, no, it's not even a mental thing.
Not
It's
player
plain
problem,
and
it's a
simple.
mental problem.
This manager has run these players to the absolute grimps of their existence.
Oh,
They
here we
have
go.
no
Doing
legs.
that.
They've
It's
got
a
no
mental
food in
thing,
the
bro.
tank.
we go.
It's a
That's the
mental
reality.
thing. It can't be
No,
the
it's not
man.
mental. There's
What's
nothing mental to it. The reality is Zubimendi and Rice are
Could it
playing
be
what is it,
mental
over
fatigue?
29.
They're both. They're
No,
both.
it's physical. It's physical fatigue. It's physical fatigue. It's
Oh, I don't
all to
think
do
it's
with physical. The reason why the midfield cannot do what they were doing at the beginning of the season is because they've been drained of their life. The man's taken
Because
their
they're not as
soul
good as you
this
think.
season.
That's why.
No,
Oh,
they
can we
are.
not
They
do
are
this?
good. They are
100%.
good.
100%.
We've seen what they can do, but the
Not control.
problem is this
Not
manager does
control.
not manage their minutes,
Their
doesn't manage
midfield's
their
not
game
all that.
time.
It's not.
Mo, take a touch. Control the stream, bro. Control the
It's not,
stream.
bro. Because I remember
What
Mo-
happened?
We're
Ahmad,
not
Ahmad,
having
let
this.
him finish and then you can respond. Let him
Yeah.
finish, please.
Rice and Zubimendi statistically have been playing pretty much every game. They have played more than 95% of the games. No player without any kind of rest is going to sustain that for the entire season. They have been so heavily relied on to control the entire thing Arsenal does, and they've been run to the ground. You can't expect them just to keep playing with this high intensity football to keep controlling games when they've got nothing left in their tanks. And then today, he had Norgard. Why do you buy Norgard as an emergency market opportunity to never play him? Then you take Havertz off and you have to go long to who? Where are you going long to? You've got a bunch of midgets on the pitch and you want to go long. To what? There's nothing to head to. There's no aerial threat. You've got Gyökeres who hasn't scored a header in like 4 seasons. And you want to go aerial to him? Are you mad? The reality is this guy didn't manage the situation properly. He didn't see the game. He didn't see it for what it was. And that's why we lost today. And the reason we
I
lost the last
disagree.
three,
I
if you wanna
disagree
ask-
with that. I
if you want to
disagree
talk about
with
the
that,
last
man.
4, it's because we have
Ariola's a
nothing
good
left in the
manager,
tank.
bro.
No,
Bro,
he
come
is.
on, man. Look at
No one's saying
No,
he
no, no,
is
no.
a
Iraola,
good manager.
Iraola, not
Guys,
Iraola, Iraola.
Well,
What does
Iraola,
Areola
thank you,
being a
thank
good
you.
manager have to
Iraola.
do with anything today? What does that have to do with us
Yeah,
playing better?
Pep's a good manager. Does that mean we just exclude the Carabao Cup loss? Like, oh, that didn't count because Pep's a good manager. Like, there's
Yeah,
not a
what does
point.
that mean?
So we're discrediting the quality that Bournemouth have when they're consistently
No, when
selling
no one's
players here and
discrediting
there.
it.
Yes, when
No
you're
one's
playing against
discrediting-
Arsenal at the Emirates, their quality doesn't matter because we're superior in every way. Doesn't
It
matter what
shouldn't
quality they
matter. Yes, it shouldn't matter.
Zero.
It shouldn't.
It
Zero
shouldn't
impact.
matter. It shouldn't matter. But at the same time, bro, like this narrative that we're meant to run over every single team that we come
Oh, you
across
said this
is
last week.
absolutely
There we go.
We
There we
are.
go.
Oh my
We
God,
are.
run
It
over.
is, though.
Absolutely are. We are
You
meant
know what
to.
it is? He said that last
We are
stream, by
meant
the way.
to.
He said that last stream. It's like
The
it's like a,
reality is we are supposed to dominate Bournemouth. We're not meant to look second best to
Ahmed.
Bournemouth. I'm sorry. Well, what kind of
Ahmed,
standing at home?
what's your team doing? Because no.
What
What
because
does
You're
it have
out
to
there.
do with this thing?
No, we're not.
No,
because
fuck
man,
this, man.
hold on.
Let's
No, man can't tell me. I said
Broski,
that
what does
last
this have to
stream.
do with
We're not
this
doing
thing?
this. Let's
We're
get touch. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Oh my
Bournemouth at home.
word.
I'm sorry, Bournemouth at home, and you're like, what's your expectation? Not to dominate them, to look second best to them.
Can I put opinion out there?
No, wait, Ram. Like, I'm trying to understand because I don't get it. Like, what we're not supposed to dominate teams like that?
Yeah, you are.
Did you hear me, bro? I literally said to you, I'm disappointed in the result. I stated my disappointment, and I literally
Then why
stated
did you
the
say we
players I
should
mentioned.
respect
No,
Bournemouth?
let me finish my dialogue, bro. Like my reply, at least. I stated some players. My man come back to me, tell me, oh, Lewis Skelly's not the problem. It's my man. It's my man. So now I'm saying what problems I think it is. He's telling me that's not the problem, but I have to now agree with his. Like, bro, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you're saying one thing, I'm saying one thing. We can both be right in what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying in regards to the players being run down. That makes perfect sense, 100%. But at the same time, bro, these players' mentality is going down the drain, bro. 4 seasons. You're gonna tell me almost 4 seasons in a bounce. You're gonna lose it. You're telling me it's not mentality, bro. Like, come on, man.
How
Show
come
some
Rodri
balls,
said it?
bro.
No, but mentality for me isn't the reason why
How
we're
come
losing these
Rodri
games.
said that you guys weren't really feeling it back then? Like, that's just my question.
Well, this season or the previous seasons?
Previous season.
Previous season, we haven't
No,
been there. We haven't done it.
The
That's the reality. We don't know how to do it.
Rodri was just talking out of his ass that season. That has nothing to do with what's happening this season. It's a different scenario.
This season hasn't. Previous seasons was
this
we
kind of
just
relates
weren't
to Liverpool
experienced.
as well. Like this kind of relates to Liverpool as well, and that's why I said it's a mentality thing. It's because you've done it over and over again. Like, and I'm not just talking about the Premier League title. I'm talking about when Tottenham got ahead of you and you ended up not in Europe, and Aston Villa overtook you at the end of the season. You have a frailty at finishing off the season strong. Like
No, but that's not the problem this season.
Like it's not the problem this season, but it is going to be the problem this season.
No. I'll tell you, and I've tried to explain the reason why I'm saying for me, it's not the actual mentals to do it. I think they've got the mentals now to do it. The problem is the manager hasn't rotated and managed the team properly. He's got one of the biggest squads in Europe and hasn't used it.
Best squad in the league. Like you
No,
genuinely.
whether you say it's the best or not, I'm not arguing whether it's the best or not. We've got one of the biggest, right? Reality is we've got one of the biggest squads in Europe, and he hasn't really used it. Rice and Zubimendi have been run to the absolute brinks, and he's still playing them. And then people are asking, why have you lost control?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You can't say he hasn't really used it. If Calafiori's injured, if Nketiah's injured, if Timber's injured, if Moreno's injured,
Rice has
I'm
played
so
over
confused
50 games in all comps, bro. For
No. But
years,
okay. But Rice and Zubimendi have barely been rotated. Why have you lost control? Because the two midfielders who gave us control are the ones that are not being rotated. They've not been rotated. They've played 95% plus of the game.
That's not your problem. That's not your problem.
Nah, man, that can't be a problem. Come on, man.
You don't score enough goals.
It's a key problem.
My man's telling me it's because two players played over a certain amount of minutes that we've literally lost games. All right, fair enough. That's your opinion.
Okay, Gabriel, you can add to that.
opinion.
Other than his injuries, he's played every game. You can talk about Saliba. Other than his injuries, he's played every game. So a lot of the spine has played the majority of games. Yeah, but keepers don't count. Keepers are different. Keepers are different though. They don't have the physical fatigue that comes with it.
Fair enough.
I will say it does. That what Souls is saying is technically very kind of factual to an extent, because I think when looking back on some of the extended highlights, the way Declan Rice was playing, he just looked as though he's a little bit gassed. Looked a bit.
Bro, he had 2 weeks off though.
No, but
we won the league.
You guys are making an excuse for this whole gas.
No, because I think it's.
No. You're asking why this is happening.
I think it's because it's very nuanced. It's very nuanced. I think what everyone's saying is a little bit of everything. I think it's a bit of mentality. I think from the fan bases. I think not only from the players, but from the fan base, because ever since Kroupi scored that goal, it felt as though the Arsenal fan base had a little bit of like, let's get behind the guys, But 5 minutes later, they were just all quiet again. I felt as though the fan base didn't believe in the team.
The players are not showing us. They're not showing anything, bro. You have to show the fans something, bro.
When it comes to the manager, I need to ask Arsenal fans this, because obviously you watched Arsenal for the entire season, and there's been so many questions about Arsenal going forward in terms of the attacking style of play. Do you think Arteta does enough when it comes to that side?
And get Ashraf's point on this, please.
Ashraf, because you love you love Barca football, innit?
Sorry, go ahead, Ram. Ask again.
No, he wasn't even listening, bro. He wasn't even listening.
I just didn't hear your full question. I was hearing that.
No, because obviously a lot of like rival fans, some people use it for banter. When it comes to Arteta, we give him so much praise defensively wise, right? But the main issue for Arsenal is the attacking side patterns of play, right? Do you think that, especially for this game today, that's one of the reasons why you guys don't believe in the team and that they don't show enough for you guys?
I think second half. I think first half there was clear intent. I think first half I was saying it in my watch along as well. I think we were attacking and playing a lot different. We were actually committing plays forward, playing with speed, moving the ball quickly, trying to take risks, which was good. Somehow that all died off in the second half. So I wouldn't say this match specifically is fully on the manager. I think players do take blame for this match as well. But I think over the course of the season, I think 90, if not more, 90% or more is on the manager, because we have played a very conservative style of football that I've said many times, and people are tired of listening to this, but it's the facts and people don't want to hear it. Attacking football is what wins you leagues and creates dynasties, not this conservative football. It's been proven by facts. You can go to the last 7, 8, 9 seasons and see what's happened in the Premier League and what's happened in other competitions. And unfortunately, I think the reality is with Arteta is he just doesn't know how to coach a good attack. I think the 22-23 season was an anomaly because we had Saka, Martinelli, and Odegaard, who were quite young. Jesus and Zinchenko came to the team and changed the way we played because they came from City. They came with that style and that mentality. Granit Xhaka was always good at carrying the ball. Partey was always good at carrying the ball. I think, and then Saliba came in, who was a ball-playing centre-back. I think all these things put together in that first season just created good, proper chemistry football. And I think as he saw that, oh shit, I'm actually now having a title-challenging team, and then he went and got Havertz and Rice and Timber and Raya. I think then he just got so scarred with what happened in 22-23 that he focused a lot on making sure it doesn't happen again, which is why he solidified the defense. He changed the way we play. He started making sure we're defending with the entire unit every time, 90 minutes behind the ball when we don't have the ball. And which is why we were solid 23-24. We had the best defense in the league that season. And obviously we came within 2 points of winning the league. And I think he probably felt that, oh, this is how I can win the league, by being defensive. Actually, if he continued what he was doing in 22-23 and allowing the players to play expressively in the attacking side of the game, plus the players he got after, which made us a lot better, a lot more solid, I think we would have been doing a lot better. Right? The reality is 22-23, we had incredible attacking football with worse attackers. It was not even like, because people will say, but you don't have good attackers. Okay, 22-23, we had worse attackers. And we did it then. Right, and some of these attackers are still here, so it's not like they've all gone. Don't tell me Nketiah was. Bro,
you say that like it's that easy, bro. You say that like it's that easy, and all these other teams are not studying what Arsenal did and changing tactics against Arsenal.
Liverpool and City did it for years and years and years. How come people didn't say, "Oh, it's easy"? How come teams don't stop them? Their teams didn't stop them. It doesn't matter. Pep, Enrique, Hansi Flick, all these coaches have spoken about.
By the way, there's loads of
their
teams.
Priority is always the attacking side of the game.
There's loads of teams that have copied Arsenal. Like you wonder why the Premier League's looking the way it is now. Loads of teams have copied Arsenal and gone, if we can play like that, there's a chance of us to win any game. By the way, I just want to say one more thing as well about Arsenal. Do you believe you can win the league? Do you believe you can win the league?
Can I just respond to Ashraf? One moment. Can I just respond to what Ashraf was saying?
I don't think Arsenal fans believe they can win the league either, and that's the problem.
Can I just respond to Ashraf first, and then we can go to like...
Can I answer that question? Because he says he doesn't think no one believes they're going to win the league. I believe we're going to win the league. Although, like I did say, it depends on like cushions, isn't it? Yeah, it's still a 50-50 chance at the current moment.
I think us winning the league depends on City more than it depends on us. I think if City continues shitting the bed,
and that's my point, because no one believes City is going to go unbeaten. So if you believe City is going to go unbeaten for the rest of the Premier League, then maybe they're going to win the league. But in my personal opinion, I don't think they're going to go unbeaten.
So go ahead.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say to Ashraf, I do agree with what you're saying, but I think this is why I've been saying for the past few seasons, winning the Carabao Cup is the biggest thing Arteta can do for this team. Because the reality is, because of how long it's gone without us winning things or without us believing we can get it over the line on any competition, because we've been failing it in the early stages, whether it's like we win one of the rounds and then we're getting knocked out, whatever the case might have been, we've been getting out of these cups very early in the past sort of 3, 4, maybe 5 seasons. Now, winning that Carabao Cup unlocks that mentality, and I think that's where the fear that Arteta has of either bottling it, letting the league or whatever go, that's where it lets go. That's what I'm saying. If he doesn't win it this season, I think he's still a great manager. I think he'll be one of the best around in his time. If he doesn't deliver, he needs to go do that somewhere else. He'll unlock his potential elsewhere, because the reality is he needs to get that judge off his back. Otherwise, it's just going to keep going. The cycle of like just being conservative, being reserved, being in this sort of negative mentality is going to continue until he does something. He needs to get this team to win. And I think that's where you see Arteta's attacking football, his differences, his kind of style become a lot more fluid, and he actually brings a lot of his football together. I think at the moment, he's just too scared to let it go. And he's
Who
just,
was
I genuinely think he fails at every big club he goes outside Italy and outside Atletico Madrid, because I think clubs like Real Madrid will not let you buy the players you want. They will dictate the players they're going to get, and they need that attacking style of football. Xabi Alonso came and tried to add that structure and that organization,
but we're seeing
Barca
this
will never
because-
work, Bayern will never work, PSG will never work.
He will work there, and I'll tell you why. It's not about the players necessarily. I think it's the fear that he's now instilled in himself because of how much he's bottled it.
So
And I don't think that happens
cannot
at the
coach an
Barcelonas
attacking team. PSG, Bayern, and Barca.
100% he can.
But
You
you're saying it based on emotions. No,
No,
he hasn't.
It's
Show me
got
where.
nothing to do with emotion.
Show me the evidence.
Okay,
Show me the
number
evidence.
one, even if you
What's
go
the
this
evidence?
season, we're actually leading goals scored. So even if you want to go in this season, we're still scoring goals. It's not a problem of scoring goals.
No. It's BS, because the reason we're leading the goals scored, obviously City have a game in hand, but let's leave that aside. The reality is
we'll be second then.
more than 40% of our goals have come from our defense and our midfield, which is a very high percentage.
Doesn't
So
matter
we're
where they come from. It doesn't matter
I'll
where
tell
they
you
come
why it
from.
matters. One second, Soul.
How,
I'll tell you why.
how do you make that sound
Because
bad, bro? That's saying that's saying 60% of our goals have come from attack.
By the way,
What's going on?
that is bad, because 22-23, more than 70% of our goals came from our attack when we had one of our record-breaking seasons. So it is actually bad, my friend. But the reality is, the reason why what you're saying, Souls, doesn't translate to other leagues is because Arteta's dependency on scoring, sometimes with set pieces and sometimes with these kind of goals, will not work with teams like Barcelona and Real Madrid.
But when he had no fear, but when he had no fear, when he was at the beginning of the season, where he hadn't bottled anything, he hadn't lost, the pressure wasn't maybe on him. He did.
So you don't think he'll have pressure when he goes to Bayern, PSG?
No, but it's different. But look, Barcelona, the Bayern Munich, they already win. They've got a league-winning side already. He's not competing against anything.
I get that, and yet Tuchel went there, a Champions League winning manager, and failed and got sacked. So you can say all you want about. When he went to Bayern, they sacked him the season after.
Sorry, I didn't hear who you said.
Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, but he's a different type of manager, in my opinion.
No, he's not. He's exactly the Arteta type of manager, because when he won the Champions League with Chelsea,
Tuchel's never coached a team that attack. Whereas we've seen Arteta attack.
He's
become scared.
Stop. You cannot say something that's
become scared, though.
What am I actually witnessing here? You guys are top of the table. You're top of the table, yeah? And you're in the Champions League semi-finals. And you're having
not yet.
No, we're not yet. We're in the quarterfinals.
Thomas Tuchel coached at Dortmund and a PSG that were known for attacking.
You can win a double this season. You can win
No,
the Champions
we can't.
League.
Look, we're taking it. No, we haven't won anything. One game at a time. We don't know.
Why is it when Mo mentioned about the midfield last streamer, legend, everyone was like not having it? That's my question. I don't understand.
I don't think Ashraf and Souls know what I'm talking about. We had
Because
a.
the thing is,
We
yeah,
had a. Let me
I
fill
remember
people in.
Ashraf saying, I remember
I
Ashraf
had a
saying,
discussion. Let me fill in people. I had a discussion on the football terrace and here about the lack of creativity from the center of the pitch. If your wingers aren't doing it, Max Dauman in 30 minutes against Southampton won 2 free kicks around the 18 by just being a direct player, by just taking the ball and trying to make things happen. It might not happen, but just trying to make things happen. And I said that the problem is, but he played on the side and he was dominated by Trufe. But
he played on the side against Everton and he had a good game. Remember
the
longer he plays on the Arteta, how it's going to go out of him. But anyways, continue.
Today, for example, I saw plenty of times, and I know that there is a play that Declan Rice, the ball is already in the final third, and the camera is moving, and Declan Rice is still, and Zubamendi, both are in Arsenal's half. At the end, it came to Declan Rice, and he had a shot, right? Mm-hmm. But like in any other team's attack, normally what happens is, if the ball goes to the side, at least you will have one of the midfielders inside the 18. You cannot have the 2 midfielders so deep like this. And I'm like, so Declan Rice was driven.
Again, who's that from? Who's that? Who should coach that? Is it the
player?
It's
the manager. But also there's one more thing.
Hold on. Just to answer,
Martin Zubamendi today. Yeah, Habibi, literally, you're being passed the ball and you are facing the pitch. Why are you stopping the ball dead? Waiting for Bournemouth player to get past you and then stopping and playing back again to the right back or the left back. What is this about? The whole point to get bypass the press. The whole point of getting bypass the press is to actually go forward. At least
Today,
try to go forward.
you know
Their
what the problem was
midfield don't
today?
have it in
We
their
had
locker to do
attackers.
They don't have it.
No, we do. They have the
You know,
ability.
your pivot,
they
yeah,
have the
especially
ability-
Rice,
they have
he's
the
got that
ability.
in his locker, and it's all right.
No, Rice doesn't. Zubimendi does. Rice isn't a long passer. We know that.
But my thing is to say, because Ashraf mentioned about flipping coaching, yeah. That I remember him saying on another show that he was as good as like David Silva or something, or Yaya Toure. This Declan Rice thing, innit? Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah,
I mean,
they're
I
different
definitely
players, man. They're
David
different
Silva,
players. They're different players.
But I did say,
So why does he need a manager if he's got no X factor in it? That's the problem.
Ahmed, I can tell you know nothing about football because the moment you
No,
said,
that's
why
what you
does
said.
he
though.
need a man? The greatest player of
But
all
let him
time-
explain. Let him
That's what he
explain
said, though.
then. Yeah,
The
I mean, let him
greatest player-
explain.
There's no need
The
to
greatest
explain what he
player,
said with that
the
one.
greatest player of all time in the history of football, right? At Barcelona,
Ronaldo.
Messi, stop it. Won a Champions League only with Pep and Luis Enrique. When he had Tito Villanova, he failed. When he had Ernesto Valverde, he failed. When he had Kiki Setien, he failed. When he had bum managers, he failed in every Champions League campaign. When he had a world-class manager, he won the Champions
that's
League.
down
No.
And
Ernesto
that
Valverde
is
was
the
good.
greatest. And that is the greatest player
I
of
want to know
all
where is this.
time.
I want to know where is this going.
No,
Where is
Ernesto
this going?
Valverde, that was
No,
Thanos
no,
Messi.
no,
Don't
no,
do
no,
that.
he
Don't
was
do
not
that.
good.
We're not writing
And
No,
now
this.
he
no, no,
says,
no,
and
Valverde was not
now
good.
Ahmed is saying,
That was Thanos
No,
Messi.
he's
Don't
saying-
do this.
No. Valverde was not good.
Trust me. And
That
now
was
he's
Thanos
saying, and
Messi. Don't
so,
try
so
that.
Messi,
I don't
Messi-
understand the point here.
The point is more, if the greatest of all time only won the Champions League with great managers, Ahmed here showing his lack of knowledge, saying, why
No,
does
that's
Rice
what you
need
said, by the way.
coach?
That's what you said. You
Why
said
does
Rice is as good as Gundogan
Rice
and
is a
David
FIFA
Silva.
controller. He should control
what
the
you
players
said.
and control everything around him.
Listen.
He is a
Ashraf,
top
when you
quality
make a
player, but he
statement,
still
yeah,
needs a good coach to
Listen,
instruct
listen.
him what to do. That's
I'll be
normal.
real in it. Yeah, I'll be real in it. What you said, yeah. What you said.
It's
the reason
Rodri a
why
Ballon d'Or winner. He is. Why was
what
he
you
a
said is
flop
he's
before?
as good as Ilkay Gundogan and as good as like a Yaya Toure or David Silva. You did say that in it. So you going into this Messi thing, yeah, is nonsense. It's nonsense, yeah. It's absolutely nonsense. What's Messi's team achievement, yeah?
I don't understand. Did Ashraf say that Declan Rice is as good as David Silva?
Yeah,
and
that's what he
Toure?
said.
No, I
That's what he
didn't. I didn't. The one
what he
thing I
said.
did say, and I remember he was in the
That's
stream.
the problem,
I
Mo.
said-
They overdo
The
it.
one thing
That's
I
the
did say,
problem.
if you let me finish, I'll explain to you because you
Let
clearly
him
have
finish.
your hair is probably taking your memory out as well.
No.
But I
Stop
did say
letting
in
him
that
tell me.
stream-
That's what he said. I can't remember
What I
everything in
did-
the stream.
What I did say in that stream, because they were talking about Gerrard, Lampard, and all these guys, and I said if Rice ends his career winning three leagues or so and winning a Champions League, and maybe he does something in the World Cup, he will be regarded in that legacy. That's what I said, because these players, their legacy elevates after they win multiple trophies. If Gerrard didn't have a Champions League and that amazing moment against West Ham in the FA Cup, he wouldn't be spoken about and revered in the same way. I don't know where you got Yaya Toure and David Silva, because I've never mentioned their names, by the way.
You did.
But I think that's probably what you forgot. And can
did.
Rice do great things? He can, but he still needs good coaching. That's
He
common sense.
wouldn't say that about David Silva because he's a Barca purist, isn't it?
No, he did
What it
say
is.
that. He did say that. But I'll get it up
I never mentioned David Silva, but I don't know why.
Ashraf is a Barca
can
purist.
break that
isn't
shit.
it?
I'll give you whatever you need.
David Silva's a completely different plethora of player, though.
Exactly.
Yeah,
David
that's
Silva's
a mad
goal
thing.
skill. Not the same
It's like,
comparison with
What was he
Rice.
doing? Yeah, it's like
I
it's not
compared him to Roy
comparable.
Keane, by the way, which maybe Ahmed didn't like at the time. I compared him to Roy Keane, which he didn't like, clearly.
Which
Yeah,
is
it's comparison.
That's a
It's a fair
comparable, like
comparison.
technically anyway.
It is a very fair comparison, 100%.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
definitely a
It's a
comparison.
stupid comparison.
Oh, it's a stupid
Wait.
comparison.
Now
It's a
I'm
stupid
rattled.
comparison.
How did you say it's a stupid comparison?
Of course
when-
you're rattled, innit? Because
I'm not gonna
picking out
assume-
a
I'm not
player-
Ashraf, no. Ashraf, I got a good one.
No, wait, Ram.
Guys, I want to hear this.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
gonna assume how old the others are, but I know for sure Ahmed is young. I know for
How
a
old do you
fact
think
when
I
I
am?
watched Roy Keane live, at least like when I say live, I mean on TV, at least like 50, 60 games. This guy started watching football after Roy Keane retired and says it's a stupid comparison because I read about it on
Do I need
YouTube.
to
and I-
watch?
and
Do
I-
I need to
I
watch?
went to
Ahmed, he's
Wikipedia
doing
and I
that. You
saw
haven't watched him live
Yeah,
argument.
yeah,
Ahmed.
yeah,
He's not
yeah,
doing
yeah.
it. You haven't watched him, so you can't make a decision.
How do
bro.
you know he was that good? He was
Yeah.
legendary.
You
But
know
if you
what?
haven't
What
watched
I'm going to
him,
say,
why
yeah,
would you
what
say
I'm going to
stupid?
say is, Bruno's better
when he
than
was an
Zidane
old
because
man.
I've not seen Zidane in it. I've not seen Zidane. I've not seen Dino. I've not seen
I'm saying
all
if you
these
haven't
amazing
watched the
players.
player and if someone
Doesn't
tells you,
matter. I
hey,
know what type of player Roy Keane is.
What
I know
do you
what type of player Roy Keane is. I know all my United players.
Yeah,
that used to
but
play
you
here.
know it's
I know every single
comparables.
type, yeah.
Like
Again, He says, "Oh, how old do you even think I am, bro? I'm not like 21 or 20, bro. Like,
You're in your mid-20s. I remember you said you're in your 24, 25.
Yeah, man's watched football. Like, I watched a good amount of football to form an opinion. And the
When
thing is, the reason why I'm picking out,
retired,
the reason why I'm picking the Rice thing, yeah, is because you guys overdo it with him. And Mo was talking about there's no creativity and there's no X factor. And when I say,
Yeah, but Rice isn't our creator though. Rice
I don't understand, bro. What's the overdoing? How can we overdo?
You guys are overdoing it.
A
Like
player
player
that's
of the
been
year, Ballon
consistent
d'Or,
for
and all
years,
that
bro?
No one said Ballon d'Or.
Nah. It doesn't work,
Ballon
bro.
d'Or.
It doesn't work
Absolutely.
like that. It doesn't work like that because you see a player
You said
tired
Ballon
in
d'Or.
one game. My man's
Tired
not
in one
talking
game, bro.
about
I've seen him
Rice.
tired
Like
for
Rice
a
is
while.
the
What are you
problem.
talking about?
Who said
What's what
Ballon
I'm
d'Or?
talking about? Rice is one of the
Bro.
most consistent players in the league, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Don't
they're
even
saying
put
the
that
argument
disrespect on Rice, bro.
Rice,
That's
Yeah,
bull
Bro,
crap,
he was-
man.
he was
Please
pants.
allow
Yes,
it,
we
man.
said
Stop
Rice is a
talking
very
about
good
Rice,
player, but
man.
let's
He was
not. Who's
pants.
overdone it? Who's overdoing
He
it?
was pants, bro. He was pants that game. I don't know why you guys think he
Bro,
was
yeah,
very
because
good.
man's tired, bro.
He's been.
We can
See what I
that,
mean, bro?
bro.
It's
We can
always
see-
tired, isn't it? It's always, he's
Which
tired.
game
bro.
was he pants? I don't understand. Which game was he pants?
He was always against
What's
Bournemouth, bro.
actually
He was
going on
pants.
here?
Today.
He wasn't.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
wasn't
fair.
pants.
Pants.
He wasn't pants
And
though.
so
Like,
were
he was just-
so were many
been
other
for a
legends
while.
before. That
He's
doesn't
been
mean they were
leading
all
for a
crap.
while. That's the thing, isn't it?
Do you know how many shit games Roy Keane has had? No, you don't, because you didn't watch him. Obviously,
No,
he's had
but the
many
thing
shit
is-
games.
Hey,
Nobody
yeah.
says Roy Keane was garbage.
Bro, you guys
What
want
we
to talk
doing?
about Roy Keane all you want, yeah? The thing is, what Mo said last year.
R9 used to walk on the pitch sometimes and.
Right, well,
and
that's
use
okay.
it.
Can we understand what was this
He's
point
R9,
that
so
was
what?
made?
The point is, yeah, you overrate your players. That's the problem. You overdo it. That's the problem. Not what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so we
overrate your
overrate.
players.
Okay,
That's why I picked out.
How is this
That's why I
logical?
picked out that.
Bro,
last
how
Bro,
is
year.
this logical, bro?
what's going on?
That's why I
No,
said, yeah, when Ashton
bro,
makes
bro,
it
you're
Maho, we need to let
absolutely nothing,
hold
bro.
on, hold
And
on,
this is what I
everyone.
mean-
Hold
no,
on,
this is what I
everyone.
mean about United fans. United fans,
so
you
we
coming
need-
on the stream,
yeah,
you talking about,
Ledge.
you overrate your players. Bro, what have
listen.
United players done,
Guys,
bro?
guys.
United literally just got excited. Literally, now they're third. Man, I get excited, bro.
Okay, guys, to understand, I'm gonna give Ahmed 1 minute to finish his point before we jump and cut him. Ahmed, finish your point.
So my point is, yeah, obviously the results haven't been going down Arsenal's favour, right? And they're obviously,
Yes.
and you mentioned, Mo, about the midfield, didn't it? The lack of creativity. I said last stream, there's no X factor. Rice ain't an X factor player, and Zubamendi ain't an X factor player. He's just a decent player. With Declan Rice, when they mention about player of the season and Ballon d'Or level, if he wins this, if he wins that, that's what I'm talking about, overdoing it, because I've watched him consistently, yeah? I don't think he's been as special as the Arsenal fans are making it out to be, bro. It's been heavily pushed by PR, bro. Like this guy, every single time I've seen him in a big game where he cost £100 million. You expect him to do something, yeah, when the team is literally lacking some sort of creativity. £100 million midfielder. We cussed Enzo Fernandez, we cussed Jack Grealish. I don't think he gets that same treatment. That's my thing, isn't it? He doesn't get that same treatment.
Okay, I'm gonna respond. I will
Why
respond.
would he get that treatment, bro? He's not that bad, bro. Those players are consistently bad. Do you understand the difference, bro? My man's
Not that he's
consistent
not that
on
bad.
the
He
field.
is world class. Well, Ahmed doesn't like
See what I
him.
mean? There we go. See?
Like,
See?
what's actually going on here?
That's
But
ludicrous.
Ahmed, I wanna ask Ahmed. I wanna ask Ahmed a
Pundits
question.
and rivals have called
Ahmed,
Rice world
Ahmed,
class, but Arsenal fans
Ahmed.
are deluded.
I will respond. Ahmed, I want to ask a question. Do you think Caicedo should be responsible for Chelsea's lack of creativity?
Caicedo?
Yeah.
Absolutely, because he can pass. His passing is good.
So you think if Chelsea have a lack of
Absolutely. It's a
creativity?
combination.
Okay,
It's-
hold on.
yeah?
Stop. Let me finish. Sorry. So I'm gonna rephrase the question, Ahmed, so you can maybe understand it. I'm gonna give you another example. If Man United in a game or a span of game have a lack of creativity, do you think my first go-to player to criticize to be Casemiro?
He's a part of the
Absolutely,
creative-
because he can pass.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to go for the players here that have that
Really?
passing in their locker. Hold on. You do realize, yeah, that just because you do realize that you can have many players in your team that are creators as well. Yeah, it's not just one player.
This is all you, bro.
No,
This
but
is
it's
all
not, though.
you.
It's true.
This is all
No,
you.
it's not me. It's not me. Ahmed is smart. Listen,
Hold on.
I know Ahmed. Ahmed is being wrong and strong because he knows
No.
exactly
It's my
the
midfield.
intention
He
of my
got-
question.
Exactly.
Ahmed
He got
is very
cornered.
smart.
He got
Ahmed,
cornered
you
and he
know
didn't know how to get out of it.
exactly.
No, it's
Ahmed,
not that.
you know exactly what I mean. None of the Arsenal. The problem is Ahmed when they say world class. Makaleli was world class. You know what I mean? N'Golo Kante was world class. And I'm not
Fabinho.
saying that Rice, is Makaleli or N'Golo Kante. But for me, for Judge Mo to sit on the channel and say that, criticize Arsenal, lack of creativity from the middle, and for you to go to the least player that we should be asked to create in that midfield, I think that's an agenda.
Why are you saying
Because
why?
I'm going to tell you why. It's exactly as if I actually criticize AC Milan when they had Pirlo as the DM and Kaka as the playmaker, and then or Rui Costa, and then I say, well, why didn't fucking Gattuso create chances?
So you brought in
what?
Rice to play. You brought in Rice.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Like, why the fuck didn't Gattuso fucking make a difference in that midfield? And I'm like, people are looking at me like, am I
I've
stupid?
seen Casemiro play in my team, yeah, especially in this first season. His creativity back is massively underrated, and he can pass, yeah. There's many other 100%, 100% Casemiro.
Ahmed, let him finish.
Bro,
Because he's
Why
better.
did you finish 15th? Why did you finish 15th
Listen,
last season?
listen,
Why did
listen,
Casemiro
Mo,
save
Mo,
you?
this is all you.
No,
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 but
no.
the problem is Ahmed knows exactly. Arsenal have
Manu
Subamandi.
didn't play.
That the Ahmed.
Man,
I get you can criticize Declan Rice, but Arsenal have Subamandi, the DM player that played for Spain, that played for Real Sociedad, that should be contributing going forward. They have Eze, they have Odegaard, they have Kai Havertz, they have Madueke and Martinelli. The last player.
I said their whole midfield has no X factor. That's what I said.
No. But you are singling out Declan Rice, who has been the most consistent midfielder for Arsenal this season, that are top of the league. Listen, you know when to criticize Rice? Defensively, Arsenal hasn't been solid lately in transition. This is where you criticize Rice.
We've got Eze, we've got Odegaard, who are easy targets for this.
Bro,
Hold on, how
talking
you
about
talking?
wait,
Why
wait,
is going
creativity,
to
and he wants to
Rice, you
mention
know?
Declan
First
Rice,
of all, yeah,
bro.
how can you
Declan Rice, bro.
criticize
He's going to say why David Raya hasn't got any assists.
How
What are we
can you
doing
not,
here?
yeah? How can
Alisson
you
got
not
assist.
criticize a player's creativity when Rice was pushed up further up the pitch to play?
He wasn't today. His heat map doesn't show that.
No. But you need to understand the player's strength.
Why am
Player's strength
Ahmed?
isn't
Can I move on?
creativity. That's not
I
what
wanna.
he's fought for.
By the way, I swear to God, Ahmed. Wallah al-Azim. If I lined up 100 people and I asked them what are Arsenal problems, 99 of them will not
Rice
say
is
Rice.
one of the
They-
last. If the
like,
last,
they will say,
bro.
they
He's a
might,
fan
they might,
favorite, so-
bro. I'm gonna tell you something. You know, some of them might say Gabriel.
fan
It's not Arsenal fans. If I lined up 100 neutrals, 99 of them might even say Gabriel before they say Declan Rice is a problem.
Yeah.
Like they might choose Gabriel.
So why
Rice is a favorite, guys.
why
Rice
is
is
he
a favorite
trash?
because we like his name.
Hold on.
That's
If
just an
Mo's
example,
mentioning-
Ahmed. It's just an example,
why did
Ahmed.
Mo-
You don't need to
so
get
Mo, why
silent
are you
for what Mo
mentioning,
just
yeah?
said, bro.
So why was you mentioning, Mo, about Rice's lack of ball playing ability on the ball then?
Who did?
You. How come you mentioned that? What's the difference between me picking that
Mo,
out, yeah,
please
and then you
stop.
saying it?
Hold on.
No,
I
but you need
mentioned. I don't understand. All I'm talking about is Rice is not shouldn't be asked to actually make these
I'm
amazing
not saying he has
passes.
to be De Bruyne. I'm not saying he has to be De Bruyne. He has
Yeah.
to at least offer something, yeah. You said the Caicedo.
He
thing, yeah.
does.
Bro,
He's one
when
of
I
the
said-
only midfielders,
he
even
doesn't-
today, was offering
He
something.
mentioned Caicedo.
I
yeah.
actually thought today he didn't have a bad game. I don't know what Ahmed is saying, honestly.
I still think
I
he did.
actually-
Everyone
because
keeps
I'm not
trying.
getting
Our
handed.
biggest issue. By the way, do you guys know there's a trend in the
Okay, can
three
I go
games we
back?
lost in the last four?
Okay.
There's a
Guys,
trend in the last game.
I wanna go back to the game. I wanna move on from Declan Rice, guys. We have
Yeah,
over
I'm just
500
saying
people.
something about the game. I'm changing the
Yeah,
topic.
I want to do the
more.
super chats before I lose. Like,
Right,
sorry, I just gotta.
Yeah.
It's not a
Right,
lot
right.
of them. Not trolling, unless you tell me this is for Turam. Unless you tell me Slot won the league because of Klopp or Salah, not because he's a good coach. In which case, I will concede. Ram,
Huh?
do you think that Slot deserves another chance because he won the league? Unless
No.
he's saying, unless you tell him it's Salah, our Klopp's team. Unless you say that, Slot deserves a chance.
No. Because he's gone from one style of football to a completely different one. And he's playing a style of football that I've never seen in my entire life under his management. Feyenoord never played this. Alkmaar never played this. This is something completely different. So if you're telling me that he's going to play a completely new style of football that I haven't seen him implement in his entire career, and I want him to stay as a manager, because basically you're doing a lab experiment which we don't know the results to. So,
It's okay. A quad of seconds is good. Smile.
That's
That's a good joke.
a nasty one from Fonzie's. That's a
Ponzi.
nasty
Big
one.
up Ponzi for
oh,
the
did you
joke.
say quad? Did you say quad, Ledge?
You underestimated how
He said-
losing
he said-
2 cups.
No, he said quad of seconds.
Oh, okay.
How losing 2 cup finals, shaky, etc. impact is. I'm gonna tell you something. I thought the Arsenal should be well prepared people forgot, and Rory said that on his Instagram. By the way, before today, you know, in the last 4 games, Arsenal won back to back in the league, and City dropped 2 points in the last 2 games in the league. But because what happened in the cup, probably Arsenal got affected, which is, it's supposed to be not affecting them in the league, but it looks like it is fucking affecting them in the league, which is, it is what it is. Norgard has 53 minutes, Premier League minutes, 53 Premier League minutes.
God
By the way,
That's okay,
I just,
bro. I
guys,
don't want to see no God on the pitch.
I want to check. Declan Rice and Zubamendi are along with Konza, are the only players that are in the top 20 of the number of minutes played in the Premier League. And there's only 3 players that play European football. The others are Bournemouth, Burnley, you know what I mean? Only Rice and Zubamendi and Konza from Aston Villa, which is, he plays European football, are the players in the top 20 that in the number of minutes played. Apart from the goalkeepers, nobody comes saying about Raya. Yeah, the goalkeepers don't count.
That's why I kept saying it.
But to be honest with you, I don't think that should affect.
It will, though. Come
Okay,
on, man.
it shouldn't
human
affect
beings, innit?
Zubamendi's. It shouldn't affect Zubamendi's ability to pass.
No, that's a different conversation. But
It
you're
should
asking why
affect
the
him in
mid-
minute 60.
No. But
I think there's a
They are
bigger,
gonna
there's a
they're gonna
bigger
laugh,
elephant
though.
in the room, honestly.
I'm
Outside
gonna
of-
let
there
Ashraf
are
open that
bigger
after.
elephants. There are.
Yeah. Souls ran down Zubamendi or Rice still beats Bournemouth.
Yeah,
He's
I agree.
No, not always. Not always. You guys
home at
underestimate
Li-
it.
At the
Oh,
at the Emirates,
Yeah,
Guys,
I
I'm
think,
gonna
Oh,
say
man.
it again. If
You guys
Arsenal
underestimate
Yeah,
Premier
team
League
that
teams.
done a
Guys,
double against
guys,
us last
guys,
year. What's man
I think
talking
what
about,
everyone
man?
is forgetting.
because we were
Everyone is looking at
garbage last year. That's why.
everyone is looking at the result, guys. I want you guys to forget the result today. If Arsenal played at the Emirates today, peppered the goal of Bournemouth, Petrovic had 5 world-class saves. Arsenal were moving the ball quickly. Madueke was dribbling, crossing, but Arsenal were outplayed at home
would
against
happen with a
Bournemouth.
fresher. No, but if Rice and Zubamendi weren't run down, that's what you would see.
I
Bro,
don't
we
think
were
so.
outplayed, bro. They didn't let us come out of our box. Like, when man watching the game, like they
We were
were literally
out-coached.
pressing consistently.
You guys were outcoached.
Yeah.
Simply what Usher.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were
you were
outcoached,
outcoached.
yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Outcoached.
third game in the last 4 matches.
That front three, if that ever happens, Arteta may as well just get his
I'm gonna tell you
P45, 'cause that should
something.
never happen
Anyone
again.
I
that
generally
defends
think it's a bigger
Martinelli.
problem than that front three, honestly.
Okay,
It's Kai Havertz
before
in midfield
okay, I know
again.
Ashraf is going to talk about it, but let me just read this quickly. The Gooners have proved my original comment about what I can't remember,
what?
Timo. I
Oh,
can't
he
remember.
said
Yeah,
about
can't remember that
Arteta.
one.
There's more reason for Arteta being sacked than Slot. That was his.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
fair enough, fair
yeah,
enough.
Yeah, that makes sense.
O'Malley, big up O'Malley. He said Arteta has set us up wrong. He saw Havertz in the middle for half a season and moved him to the striker. Then when we were signing when we were singing Waka Waka, he isn't getting the team up to win games. When the whole team is bad, it's on him. Yeah,
Bro,
I agree
of
with
course
O'Malley.
it's on
This
him,
is
bro.
the segue
But-
to what I was going to say. So sorry,
Of
let's
course
just
it's on
quickly.
him.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna do the rest
Right.
of Super Chat. I'm just gonna let Ashraf talk about this. Go ahead.
In all the 3 games we have lost since we've been back, the Carabao, the Southampton game, and this, guess what's the common trend? Havertz started
used the
in
10.
midfield in every single one of them. I don't know where people got this weird delusion that because they were so sick and tired of Odegaard's bad performances or Eze's poor performances. Sometimes they're like, well, we have to try Havertz. Havertz is a different thing. He's never worked in the mid. I genuinely think I've been watching Arsenal for I've been a fan since 2006, but I've been watching football since 1998. I think Havertz in the midfield is one of the worst managerial decisions I've seen in my life. Imagine having a midfield. Ram, you're on mute, by the way. Imagine having a midfielder who does not specialize in winning the ball back, does not specialize in creating chances, does not specialize in carrying the ball forward, does not specialize in having a lot of touches and at least helping us keep possession, does not specialize in any aspect that you need from a midfielder. The only thing he specializes in is making runs as a second striker, which does not work if we don't have a creative double pivot. Unless you have Pedri, and Pedri is a rarity, or a Vitinha, who's a rarity. If you have Rice and Zubamendi, you need a proper playmaker in the 10, right?
Or you have your wingers be your playmakers, but we didn't have that either.
But we don't have the playmaker wingers either. We have wingers who want to make runs or who want to take on our man if they can't take on their man. Havertz in the 10 is such a waste of space. It's unbelievable. There was a beautiful set of football we played in the first half when Raya slotted a pass incredible through the midfield and split Bournemouth open. And Havertz sees Martinelli run and he passes the ball close to what's his name? To Jimenez. Second half,
Bro, diabolical, bro.
As soon as the second half starts, we get a counter-attack. I've seen Odegaard, I've seen Ozil. I've been blessed with some midfielders at Arsenal who would easily slot that curved ball in. Gyökeres is making the run. This guy gives the shittiest through ball I've seen. I swear to you, I've given better through balls in a pitch. On my life, I've given a better through ball.
It's like there's no power. It's like there's no power when he passes the ball.
And there's no curl.
Ash, do you think maybe why Arteta decided to play Skelly at left back was to provide that extra body in that midfield?
No, he doesn't have a left back.
We don't have a left back. We don't have our main left back.
They're not both injured.
He was on the bench. He was on the bench. No, Hincapié was on the bench. I would have started Hincapié. I don't care.
But he had a knock.
He just came back from injury. He just came back from injury. The intensity of that game is not what he needed, bro.
By that logic, the manager had a brain fart because the only advantage Skelly has over Hincapié is he's better on the ball. Defensively, we know Hincapié clears Skelly. He played Skelly left back today, and we barely saw Skelly do anything in the midfield. So what's the point of you playing him?
That's on more Skelly then. That's more Skelly than it is on Arteta.
Judge Moore said, okay, he said, people tell me Skelly didn't do anything bad. Okay, number one, you're Arsenal Football Club playing at home, Bournemouth in a title race. Your argument shouldn't be, but he hasn't done anything bad when he was one of the responsible people for the first goal, and he didn't provide anything in the middle, and he didn't provide anything going forward. That means his overall game is negative for Arsenal. Because he did nothing. The whole game, Lewis Skelly did nothing good. Can anyone tell me what did this Lewis Skelly do good today?
But is that more is that more on Skelly than it is on Arteta? Because if you
no. I will answer this very simple. Lewis Skelly got the ball too many times in the middle. He failed to control. He failed to look forward. He failed to pass.
Today, it's not on Arteta. That part, I would
like Arteta put him in the middle, and he looked at him. Gabriel passed him the ball, and he failed to control. He failed to go forward. He failed to do anything.
Where I can slightly defend maybe Lewis Skelly, and I know it sounds a bit mad, is I just don't think anyone was on it. I don't think the lineup as a totality made any damn sense to me. Well. I looked at that and I've gone, yeah, this doesn't look good. Because firstly, I don't even like that from.
But I think the worst player on the pitch and by far was Gabriel Martinelli. He had two passes
it was
completed.
Havertz, bro. 100% was Havertz.
I think you guys are saying this, guys.
He even missed an easy header in front of goal in the first half.
Okay, fair enough.
In front of goal, and he headed the ball outside. And I saw that, I was like, this is why we needed to replace this bum as a striker.
Mo, which one do you prefer?
No, I'm going to tell you why maybe you guys have a point about Havertz. Maybe you guys have a point. I just think if you're a winger and you played 54 minutes or 55 minutes and you completed 2 passes, right? And you had 0 crosses completed.
Who did that?
Martinelli.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll tell you. Look. The reason why I'm not going to blame any of the attackers, even though they're all fucking dog shit today. What? Right, let me explain. Right, let me land it. That front three should never exist together. Never. Even on Football Manager, you don't dream of doing that. You don't do it. You just don't. I ask a 3-year-old and he'd be like, nah, don't do that. That's not balanced. Where's the balance? Where's the technical? Where's the creator? I looked at that team and I was like, who's going to do any... You've got runners, but who's passing to the runners? What are you expecting Raya to do that? You like... What are we trying to bypass? What are we trying to do? You've got too many of the same. You've got no technicals. You've got no creators. You've got nothing. Right? Even if, you know where I can say maybe there's some logic? If Timber was playing. Right? Because there's at least something there where you could be like, okay, fair enough. You've got some technical security. There was no technical player on that front four in that entire lineup. They all want to do the same thing.
Why being better on the ball than Timber is such a myth. It's absolute garbage, honestly. And by the way, this is the same front three he started against Bournemouth in the first game. All 3 of them were disgusting that game. Rice bailed us out that game and scored 2 worldies. Not worldies, but scored 2 shots outside the box. Right?
Careful,
now Ahmed will jump and say, why couldn't he do it today? As if that's Rice's main job. I'm trying to
Man's,
explain that
man's
Rice.
naming what man's
the
naming a
reality,
couple of
look, the reality,
opportunities.
the reality is right.
That's crazy.
I don't.
How is
I
that-
get the.
like,
I get the
Man's
point of
naming a
like
few
you know.
things.
That,
Yeah, how consistent
get-
does he do it? How consistent does he do it?
all right, we'll get to that in a moment. Right?
How consistent does he
the
do it?
reality. Okay, we'll get that in
I'm
a
not
moment.
a
Right?
£100
We've
million
already had.
player for transition,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, okay,
That's
okay. He's
Ahmad,
shit.
Ahmad, he ain't no
Okay,
superstar,
he's
is
bad,
he?
he's
He ain't no
bad.
superstar.
like, just
He
offer
ain't no
something
superstar.
going forward, innit? I don't know why people were going crazy.
We've had the
Guys,
Rice debate. Let's move on.
Souls, guys, move
Yeah.
on from Declan Rice. please.
The thing is, like, I know he's 17 or 16, whatever, right? But one of Max Diamond or Eze, whoever was fit, whoever's ready to play,
Had
needed
to
to be on
start
that
in the
pitch.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
had to
100%.
be one of them because you can't have just four players do the same thing that they're good at, which is making runs. You can't have four players
Nah,
and then
man.
behind him you've got
I'm
Rice
sorry.
who
I
can't
don't
pass.
subject
Zubimendi-
to that mindset of starting Max Dowman, bro. Like in a Premier League game consistently. Like, yeah, I hear
But
you.
it makes
You might
it
want him to
makes
play here and
sense.
there.
Not
It
consistently
makes
in
man.
this
sense,
game.
though.
I'm not.
In this game,
I'm
what
not,
is
I'm
not
not giving
consistently
into the
happening?
Max Dowman hype, bro.
Nah,
I'm not giving into
Ledge,
the
Ledge.
Max Dowman
If you're
hype.
good
90
enough, you're
minutes.
old enough,
You don't have to
brother.
give him
We're
90
not saying
minutes,
he's
bro.
our
You
savior.
don't-
Ledge, we're not saying he's a
But
savior. We're
it's
saying
to
we didn't have a
balance the
choice.
team. Yeah, it's a balance
All
though.
about
You have to
profile.
balance
Odegaard
the
is
team.
out.
You
Eze
can't-
came back from a knock. Start
Yeah.
someone else. Don't start
Yeah, you
someone
have
who's
to
a 10.
balance. You can't. Yeah, you
You
can't
got
just
you
not
got
do
senior
anything.
players, bro. Your senior players should do what they should be doing, bro.
Doesn't matter,
but
but if
it's
they
about
don't, if their
profile, innit?
strength isn't that, you
90
can't.
racks a week. You man are telling me, oh my days, a 16-year-old should come and do his job. No,
Yes,
bro.
because he
Whoever-
suits what we need.
Okay,
It's
so wait,
horses
Ledge,
for courses, bro.
Souls, wait,
You
Souls,
can't
let
just-
him answer. Souls, let him answer. Okay, so who should have started the 10 today? Because we didn't have a 10. Who should start the 10?
Eze.
Declan Rice.
But
Eze.
but you
Eze should
didn't.
have started
You didn't. Wait. Let me show you why your logic doesn't make sense. Because you just said Hincapié came back from a knock. When, by the way, Hincapié got injured after Eze, and you want Eze, who just came back from a knock, to start. How does that make sense? So then start Hincapié and
Look,
Eze then.
Look. Fair point there, innit? I hear you. It's a bit contradictory. However, innit, sometimes you have to sacrifice someone for something, innit? Like, look, we don't have no midfielders in regards to CAMs. Havertz is not the one to
We've
put
got
in there.
Diamond.
You said it. You literally said it. 3 games. We didn't win, bro. So please put a senior player in there. You shouldn't have to rely on a 16-year-old.
No.
What I'm saying is, let me
You
finish.
do-
Let me
if
finish.
you have to,
What
you
I'm
have
Let him
saying is-
finish. Let him finish, guys.
Let me finish. What I'm saying is, if Eze started that game, yes, like when he put Max Dowman on today, 50th minute, 53rd minute, whatever you want to call it, that's the right time to take Eze off after coming from injury. So, like, I hear what you're saying about the injury thing, but bro, come on, man, like. Nah, man, not 16-year-old playing 90 minutes. Not
but it's
me
all
No one
about
said
it.
he
I
has
won't.
to play 90 minutes. No one said he had to, but you can't. You do that. You play Diamond and then you bring Eze on. You remain the balance though. You can't have an imbalanced team and expect them to just perform. Seniority doesn't make balance. Just because he's 30 years old, that's it. He brings balance. No, you have to make logic to the team that you're trying to play. You have to play to the player's strength. If you've got runners, have players behind them who can at least create the ball, get them the ball. Today the problem was, everyone wanted to do the same thing. Like, if you go back and watch that game, I think there was moments in the first half where practically 4 or 5 players were in a circle. I was like, are we training? Are we warming up? What are we doing? You might as well hold hands and kiss. Bro, it made no difference. Like, I don't know what
It
they were doing.
was
None of them were creating spaces. None of them were, like, moving around to create a problem. They're all huddling together to make triangle passes like it was Piggy in the middle. It's like, what are we doing here?
There
But
is
if you have a
one
Diamond
play
who's
that
gonna
happened
drive with the
correctly.
ball. What's that?
There is one play that happened today. Kai Havertz dropped. He got the ball from the midfield. Between the lines, he turned and he got dispossessed right away. That's when you need Dauman or Eze. That's the plan.
I thought he was going to say Havertz did something good. I was like, I don't remember that. Okay.
Yeah, bro,
I
he
remember
moved,
that.
bro.
I
He
remember
moved
that.
behind. He moved behind Alex Scott and what's his name?
I remember that one.
And he
Christie.
received the ball
Tavernier.
in the pocket. Exactly when you need your 10. He turned, looked forward, looked right, looked left. I think Alex Scott came from the back, shoved him off the ball, turned, and then Bournemouth started. And I'm like, what the fuck is
Mo,
happening?
you know, Mo and Ram, you
How
know, yeah,
this guy-
Havertz is my guy, and I've defended him a lot. But
Khalas.
you have to bring balance. You have to bring logic. Like for me, where the Havertz in the 10 or 2 strikers works is what we did against Lisbon. Do it as a super sub plan B, a second option. That might get you and bail you out in some games, but you can't start it.
No, there is another option. There is another option that Arteta. Sorry, Ram. There is another option that I said it in the beginning of the season. I actually think Arsenal, if you have Declan Rice, play Declan Rice in the pivot, and have someone else dictate the game, the 8. Have Declan Rice run around like a maniac, cover ground, do all of these things, right? And have Odegaard drop to get the ball and play Eze as a 10 or fucking Havertz as a second striker. Having Zubamendi and Rice too deep and having the number 10 or whoever is too far from them, that's very disjointed. And in my opinion, that doesn't
you
work.
can do that. You can do that with Zubamendi and Rice if the coaching, if the system changes and it involves one of these two, especially Zubamendi, because I think Zubamendi is better on the ball moving forward when it comes to like creativity and passing and all that stuff. Especially when you have Zubamendi playing a bit ahead. So play Rice in the 6 and tell Zubamendi you go a bit forward. Even if you play by your logic, let's say he does Odegaard, Eze, and Rice, for example.
That's what I would do.
The system is still going to be slow. The system is still not going to work because we are still programmed. Because where does the build-up start from? It starts from the keeper and the centre-backs and the full-backs. And there's many times when the full-backs and the centre-backs and Raya are just putting their studs on the ball, looking right, looking left. Where do I go? Where do I go? This is why Pep studied us and told his players, don't press. Just stand in a bank of 4 and watch. They're not going to be able to beat you because they don't know how to build.
There was a moment in the game. It felt like a mannequin challenge. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Pep was just on the ball. But you know what? I'm going to agree with you because when you know in
and then Raya
game
knocked it long and it went to Senesi without anyone challenging him.
Yeah.
I remember that exact play. It went long and Senesi received it on his chest.
Yeah, because Gyökeres isn't that guy. But anyways, Ashraf's point is correct because when you see Zubamendi in the second half, when he was playing in the left spaces, we actually looked a lot better. We were actually opening up opportunities on that left-hand side when Zubamendi was the one there rather than Rice. That doesn't make Rice a bad player. It's just sometimes I think you've got to do something different. And Rice playing as that more disruptor just suits the team. And it suited the team when he's been doing it.
Now let's ask the general question.
Odegaard, and we played well.
Let's ask the general question. Let me just do these super chats first because they are related to specific points. Don't worry, guys. Let's buy Nico Jackson and Savio in the summer and go again. Teta will save them like he did with all the other scrubs attackers.
No, it won't be Savio. It won't be Savio. It'll be Garnacho. It'll be some bum from Chelsea because Chelsea over the last few years have known how to bend us over and give us the dirt of the dirt that they have. Madwake is a good backup. Havertz is a Champions League winner, guys. Trust me. Champions League winner. They give us the worst players they have that they want to get rid of, and we suck it off and we lap it up like, no. Arteta will save them. With us, they'll be different. Every Chelsea player we got since Gallas have been garbage players that have done nothing for us. Sterling, Willian, Peter Cech was garbage as well. He was shit for us.
We had one great season.
We're absolute garbage. That's what they were.
When he first joined, he had a very good season, and then he dropped off.
No,
guys, hit that like. Guys, can we get the likes up a little bit? My man here is saying
that first season he joined, we lost. We will back.
This is someone that is so sick of Arteta and the team. Sick of excuses and stats. That means zilch. Arteta out.
God damn.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You can be Arteta, and no one's saying.
Did you guys see? Yardman said that maybe if we sack Arteta today and we get a better interim, maybe we can win the league still because we're still ahead.
Yeah, I genuinely don't disagree with him. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you being serious, Ash?
I swear I'm not. I don't disagree. I've said I wanted Arteta out from the last summer, but I've said I'll happily say I was wrong about him if he wins the league this season. But I will keep saying this, and I said this in the summer. I think the only way Arteta wins. Man. I know, Souls. I know it's just all like hypothetical talk. Obviously, it's never going to happen. I've said in the summer, the only way I think Arteta can win the league playing the style that he's going to play, which he clearly doesn't want to change, is if City and Liverpool are both crap. And funny enough, both have been crap this season. And now we're sitting hoping and praying Chelsea and Bournemouth and Everton do us a favor when they play City so that we can go and win the league. Because I guarantee if I ask any Arsenal fan, do you think we can win all the remaining 6 games? Every Arsenal fan will say no chance. No chance we win all our 6 games in a row.
What's the remaining 6 games?
Newcastle home, Fulham at home, City, Burnley, West Ham away. And that's about it.
Crystal Palace, Crystal Palace
away. West Ham away. You know what? All the home
Crystal Palace away, West Ham away, Fulham, Newcastle at home, City.
Fulham away, and Burnley at home.
Fulham at home was going to be tricky for you guys, I think. And also the other one.
Everton at home is definitely going to be tricky.
I mean,
Everton is done. Sorry. Everton is done. Yeah.
No, there was another team away. There was a team away. West Ham away. Sorry, that was the other one.
That's a relegation battle. That's
going to be tough.
They're battling relegation, sorry.
Yeah. When West Ham have something to fight for, they're going to be a problem.
Newcastle at the Emirates will definitely not be easy. They always like to give us a hard game.
No,
Last year we
not
barely-
no. Emirates, they're quite. The Emirates, they don't really do much
But-
against you.
but
know.
What are you
I wanna
on
tell you
about?
something.
Last year we needed a Declan Rice banger. Another one. Ahmed, take notes, by the way. Keep taking notes. We needed a Declan Rice banger to win that game in the 87th minute, and they beat us at the Emirates in the League Cup 2-0.
Why has it
That's
been
it.
overwhelming this whole season?
But
again, that
but
game.
that's not the point. Aram, I'm
Why?
just gonna tell you something that is just this whole argument is actually moot. The reason why, if Arsenal played like Bournemouth, like what they played today, it doesn't
will
matter
lose.
if it's Newcastle at home. It doesn't matter if it's Brentford at home. It doesn't matter if it's Fulham at home. That's not the point. The point is, if Arsenal keep playing like this, they won't win the league. That's the
That's true.
reality.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No.
And it
Come
doesn't
on,
matter how
you
easy
Blues.
you're running.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on.
I'm not going to listen to any for Arteta arguments from his fanboys. Watch his post-match press conference. He's still deluded as always. Idiots never learn.
I mean, he's better than
No,
Hansi
I
Flick,
mean,
isn't it?
He's the first. But that's a different argument. We've already gone through this. There's reasons why I wouldn't swap Flick for Arteta, but we don't need to go into it again.
I'm not
Oh
going to
my
do Flick
God,
and
are you
Arteta.
like Igal souls? Really?
I'm not
No,
going
but I
to do
have my
Flick and
reasons. I'm
Arteta.
not like a guy. I actually watch Flick. That's the difference. I'm not.
I
one of
watch
these-
Flick every
I'm
bro.
not. I'm not
Trust
a
me, I
Rice
watch
fan.
Flick every
I'm
week.
not.
Guys, by the way,
Do
I'm
not-
going to
I've
get
been
you.
watching. And trust me, I watch.
I'm
Barca.
get you
Ram
someone
knows
that
this.
watches
Ram
every
knows I
single
watch
game in La
Barca.
Liga, and he will tell you that Hansi Flick is overrated and Yamal is not as good as you guys
I
think.
watch every single
Listen,
game
bro.
of Barcelona, and that's an absolute fallacy. It's garbage. Hansi Flick is an elite coach. The reason he plays that high
He's
line
not,
is
man.
because he has shit. It's because he has shit defenders. That's and that high line actually helps them.
Well,
in the league.
no,
don't
that
play
not the
high
only
line if you
reason.
play
Not the
center.
only
I saw
reason.
more
but you
saying.
don't
I
do
saw
that.
more saying
Ashraf,
Kubarsi got a red card because of the high line. But if I tell him our attackers make mistakes because of Arteta's system, no. How could you
Yes.
blame the? How could you blame the manager? That's on the players. But Kubarsi getting a red card is not on the Kubarsi.
Yeah,
It's not. It's on
Kubarsi-
the
I
manager.
Kubarsi
explain,
just
no,
ran
hold on.
into
I explained it to you. I explained it to you. It is not today. It's on the system, but it's not Arteta's job that he gets the forward isolated and the forward sucks. By the way,
Yeah, and it's not on Hansi Flick to get Kubarsi to stop fouling and when he's the last man.
he's last
That's a
man.
harsh red card.
So how's that Hansi Flick's fault that he fouled him?
Because
How's that
of
Hansi
his
Flick's fault?
system. It's not the first time. He
Okay,
plays
I'm not
basketball
debating this
football. He
now.
doesn't-
If I
They
do
played
this,
in the
Atletico
Champions
Madrid.
League.
No. Sorry. I'm going to end
I'm
this.
not-
They played Atletico Madrid 5 times this season. They beat them 3 times. So clearly the system works more often than not.
it's risky.
Clearly,
It's
majority
risky.
of the time,
It's risky.
Far
Clearly,
too
majority-
risky.
clearly,
It's not
majority
gonna
of the
work
time-
in the Prem.
to be
It
fair,
won't
Barca
work in the
should-
Prem.
Barca
It
should have
won't
scored
work in
about
the
3
Prem.
goals that game.
I am.
They should have
Exactly.
scored. They should score so
Last
many.
season they played against Madrid 4 times. Much better attack. That system clearly worked because they beat them all 4 times. You guys just speak
Come on, so
nonsense.
you watched the game, brother. That they should have scored about 3 or 4 goals that game.
With 10 men, they should have slapped them. With 10 men.
But they could have been in the Champions League final if it wasn't for his stubbornness either. His system
Yes, but
would
they,
work in the
and,
Prem.
and they could and they might have not won a domestic treble if it wasn't for his stubbornness. I can go all the way around too. Hansi Flick plays that system because he knows, yes, I'll get slapped 4, 5, 6 times a season, but end of the season, I'm winning La Liga and I'm winning
Yes,
something
no,
else.
no, La Liga is a given for Barcelona. That's not what they struggle
It's not
to
a
do.
given because it's not a
It's a
given because
given, man.
before
It's a
not a
given.
given because
It's a
Madrid and
given.
Atletico can
They
win.
win.
Especially
They
Madrid.
won with worse
I
managers.
need to
They-
run the
they-
super
it's
chats
a
and then we
given.
can talk about Flick all day.
He won a domestic
Bar
treble.
Ash-
He didn't just win La Liga.
Bar Ash, this anti-Arsenal OD panel needs Brandon to be completed with Ahmed, the CEO. We were poor because our deep line playmaker wasn't going back to break
Do you
front
think-
3 press.
Do you think?
Deep line. Yeah, I think one of the main problems for Arsenal now is Zubamendi being, after the Man United game, being absolutely trash. Just go
Do you
check
think
his stats.
Zubimendi's like a deep line playmaker like
Habibi,
that? though,
it's not a deep line playmaker. We checked his stats in the beginning. His progressive passes were very good.
A
He
metronome.
used to get the ball and pass forward. Now Zubamendi is scared to even run with the ball forward.
That's what happens when you play with Rice. It gets like that.
What does Rice have to do with this? Yeah.
No, it gets like that, innit? It's a long day, bro. It gets
Robert, I think you're spot on about like the Zubamendi thing. I think the problem is Zubamendi.
No, he definitely
Rice-
is a problem at the minute.
Rice isn't the deep line playmaker for Arsenal. Zubamendi plus Odegaard, they do this. That's my point. Why I'm going for Rice if Zubamendi can do it, if Odegaard doesn't do it.
So
Like,
we
why
can't.
I'm
So by
going
the way,
for-
just to touch up on Mo, so that means him playing as a number 8. We can't even ask anything about any elements of him passing the ball more forward, offering a little bit creative.
No,
Like,
no,
we
no,
can't
but
off-
you're
we
not
can't ask that.
understanding, Ahmed. He's not
You
meant.
can.
That's
That's a
not
very
his
good
strength.
argument.
No,
That's a
because
very
no,
good
it's not-
argument,
Mo,
though.
Mo,
It's
the
not-
only
wait.
Mo, because I wasn't
But
able to finish.
hold on. Let me read this. And Ahmed has a very good argument about this.
Okay.
Said this before. Zubamendi is just glazed El Neni. He's rubbish. Oh my
Hey,
God.
and then he
I
was a
don't
baller,
think he's.
right?
I don't think
Leave
he's
my
a
guy
deep
alone.
line. When you think of
Okay, I
deep
don't-
line
I don't like
playmaker, I don't think he's a deep line playmaker like that.
I don't like this revisionism. Zubamendi had about 4 months with Arsenal that he was very good for them. I know
He
that
was.
Ashraf says no. He's very good for them. And then he
never
completely fell
Bad.
off.
No. I never said he was bad. He was good.
I think
I'm saying he was never an upgrade on Partey. You and others were trying to sell that, and that's somewhere I was telling you guys he might be better than him in goal scoring. He's not better than him in beating the press, in building from the back, in carrying the ball forward. He's never been better than him at that. He might be later, who knows? He might be, but right now today he isn't.
Yes. How about that shit header by Havertz? Yes, AMT. That's what
Yeah,
Ashraf
oh
was
my
alluding to.
Oh my god.
Sometimes we need to do something out of the box.
Yeah, we don't do that. It's not allowed over here.
I actually don't think that you have the quality to do this.
they got
we
Declan
do.
Rice,
We
Mo.
do.
No,
Again,
we've done that a lot more this season, bro.
Mo, they got Declan Rice, Mo. What are we doing?
We don't,
We've
we
done that a
don't
lot
do
more
it
this
out of the
season.
box
More
thinking over
Struggle
here.
outside the box, but that falls down.
You guys think that if you watch Arsenal players,
hit. That was just
they have a
waiting to be-
maverick? You guys
Oh,
think
no,
that
we
Arsenal
don't.
have a
Partey was
maverick?
balling
We
last
don't-
season.
we
You used
don't.
to call Saka a Maverick. What changed now?
I think his
No,
form
no,
dropped
so-
this season, Ashraf. Yes, his form
Saka
dropped.
is not a Maverick at the
which
moment.
means we have a
Like,
Maverick who's just performing. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Not a
I
good
mean, this. The problem is if I'm watching Arsenal this season, Saka used to create a lot of chances, take people 1-on-1, score from outside the box. His form dropped. By the way, I'm gonna tell you. Trossard used to do something great. Odegaard used to make a lot of intricate small passes. He just can't do them anymore. I don't know why. By the way,
I think
there's a
that's
lot of
because
players.
the-
There's a lot of players in the world that used to be good at something, and then their form drop.
You know what? You know why the Odegaard and Saka? I'm going to be honest, right? Why Odegaard and Saka just works? I think Timber is good, but he just doesn't combine well with them. I think if you bring White, Saka, and Odegaard right hand side, it sorts that out.
It's too systematic. Yeah, maybe it's too systematic.
Wait, Mo, you know how you mentioned about the Chelsea and Caicedo thing, yeah? Just to add to that point, yeah. Never did I say that Caicedo is their main playmaker, yeah. The reason why I talk about Caicedo, and I'm expecting him to offer some going forward. Yes, Palmer's their creative player. You've got Enzo Fernandez who can do it as well once he's playing deep, and you've got other players like Joao Pedro too in it. But my thing is with Caicedo, yeah, for as much as he can win the ball back, he's got a good rhythm of the game. I believe that he's also got a really good pass on him too. So when you've got most of the ball, I'm expecting your midfielders, yeah, even if that's not your speciality, you don't have to be a Toni Kroos or a Paul Scholes to able to break down a low block. Hence why I talk about Rice's lack of creativity and lack of ball playing ability.
There it is.
That's the point. That's the point I've been trying to make for ages. And then the thing is,
guys, let him finish. Guys, Ahmed need to finish his point so we can respond.
I've seen, like, for example, when I watch top teams, yeah, like a Barcelona, yeah, like what Pedri does, yeah, like what Vitinha does, like even when Fabian Ruiz was playing and he wasn't injured, yeah, like they're doing it, bro. They've got like when the system's not really going their way, they've got that ability to do something. You're naming moments of Rice,
Not Fabian.
you're naming moments, yeah, but so many midfielders, yeah, will have moments. It's how consistent you do it for your team going forward.
Yes,
Rice.
What is this, man? No, bro,
you have allowed this again.
Like, man,
Only
just
Bruno
I need to,
bro. It's absolutely ridiculous. The amount
is,
of
but the
waffle
thing is,
we're talking right now.
That's the
Point
point.
I've been trying to make when you're getting put off in it. That's it.
we cannot all respond.
Your player list was shit though. What they got to do with Rice's position? Rice doesn't do what Pedri does because it's not the same thing.
I saw
How
man.
are you
There's
comparing
no
Rice
point
and
replying to
So my
this,
thing
man.
is, he doesn't do the
This
same
is a straight
thing.
draw out, bro. Come on, man.
He doesn't
Let's
do the
be for
same
real,
thing, or
bro.
he ain't got it in his locker. Which one is it?
Doesn't matter about that. The point is, why are we comparing Rice and Pedri? Where's the player profile matching that? There's
We're
no
talking
making
about
any
number 8.
sense.
We're talking about number 8, bro. I'll be real
It's
in it.
not,
Yeah.
no. But not every 8 is the same. Not every
But
way is the same.
Gattuso was a number 8.
Roy Keane was even doing it, bro. I'm not saying Roy Keane was Paul Scholes. Yeah, Michael Carrick was even doing it, breaking down, bro, with his line breaking.
Roy Keane was doing what?
His line breaking passes, bro, passing forward. Absolutely, bro. He had
When have you seen that from YouTube videos?
Bro, Roy Keane.
Where is? Oh my God, man.
Roy Keane, yeah. Roy Keane.
Can I ask you something, Ahmed? Ahmed, stop.
Go on.
for credibility, please, I want you to say something. Can we talk about current players that in the last 10 years, okay? So, because I don't want the response from Ashraf or Souls or Ledge or myself or the chat to be, but you haven't watched it. So I want to talk about current players so we can actually discuss it, okay? Is that fair enough?
You missed me
Fair
out.
enough?
Absolutely.
Well, you missed me out, bro. Why?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Because
Do
the
you rate
Arsenal fans.
Camavinga, Ahmed? Do you rate Camavinga from Madrid?
Absolutely, a ridiculous.
Does he do line breaking passes? Do you want to?
Passing,
Does he play
his
like?
passing is good. Yes, his
Oh,
passing
is
is
it?
No, that's not what
Is
you
it-
asked. That's
is it
not
better-
what you asked.
Is he
That's
doing
not what you
line
asked,
breaking
Ahmed.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. Chouameni as well. Absolutely, he's another one who's
Whoa. Sure, many don't do that.
yes.
Tchouameni
yes.
does line breaking
Sure, many
passes.
don't do line breaking passes. Don't
Players,
do
bro.
that.
He's not
Yeah,
doing
and
it.
you know what?
Players
You know
on the
what?
field.
I'm not
Yes.
arguing.
Guys,
because I
Ashraf,
can't do it.
guys, Ashraf and
Yes.
Ahmed only. Like, I wanna-
Yes. Yeah,
No, but that's how you
Chouameni,
expose
Frankie-
someone because
Frankie
he
De
said
Jong,
Tchouameni and
Pedri,
Camavinga.
Fabian Ruiz.
And I
those
didn't
are
mention
the
Frankie De Jong. No.
And
Wait.
Camavinga is also
Don't try
like
to
that.
add.
too.
Don't try to add other
Camavinga.
players now
I'm
because
not
you got
adding.
cornered.
Camavinga can do that.
The guy said Camavinga and Tchouameni give line breaking passes.
Yes.
And then he
yes,
says, yeah,
absolutely.
they give line breaking passes.
Camavinga's like Wijnaldum. He was a ball carrier. He's a ball carrier.
Just because
He
he's a
carries- very
Wijnaldum,
good at
that doesn't-
dribbling.
Yes, he's good on the ball. Yeah, he's solid on the ball. But Camavinga has good passing in his locker as well. He can absolutely.
Does he now?
His line breaking passes, yes, and
He don't
Chouameni
do
too.
it, bro. He
Yeah?
don't do it. He don't do it.
What do you mean he doesn't do it?
And if I bring up stats,
I haven't
to Ahmed,
seen
he's
him
saying,
do it for
"Don't bring my
Madrid."
stats. I want to see
Yeah, but
my
you're a
items.
stat
Don't
merchant.
bring
Yeah,
stats."
100% you're a stat
No,
merchant.
No, but I don't see him do
Yes,
it for
yes.
Madrid. I don't see him do it for
exactly.
Madrid.
And I don't. So Ahmed is saying he saw Camavinga give line breaking passes multiple times,
Yes.
and I'm
Million
saying,
times,
Ram and I
million
are saying, and I'm presuming Souls as well. The three of us are saying we saw Camavinga not giving line breaking passes. So I wonder, guys, how do we find out the truth? There must be a way.
No, there's
There must be
no.
one
games with your eyes.
Ash, there's only one. There's only
Yeah, but we
games.
watch
no,
every
but
single line.
Ash,
Ah,
I can end
yeah.
this argument. Everyone says at Real Madrid they haven't replaced Toni Kroos. Why? Because they don't have a player that can break the lines with the passing, like what Toni Kroos did. And they said they haven't replaced him ever since.
They're not going to be able to replace a midfielder like a Toni Kroos, bro, with his ability. That's next.
but
to
the
impossible.
stats say that per 90, Ahmed,
Exactly.
Declan Rice completes more forward passes than Camavinga.
Stats are misleading.
And he creates more chances
That's
per
misleading.
game.
Hey,
than Camavinga.
hey, Mo,
Absolutely
I'm
misleading,
out,
bro.
man.
But Ahmed,
Guys,
how-
guys, have a
I know,
good night,
Ledge, you
man.
gotta go. I know, Ledge.
Yeah.
Ahmed, how can we quantify
Absolutely.
things then? How can I quantify what you're?
You can
okay.
have 98%
Ahmed,
pass
you're-
accuracy. You can have 98%
yes.
pass ac- Okay,
And
go
all
on.
of them are backwards and 5 yards passes. You are absolutely spot on. Great. But how come Declan Rice has more
The
forward passes
frequency,
per
the
90
amount of
than
times that
Camavinga?
you do it on a consistent basis, and how frequent you do it. How frequent
That's
you do
the
it.
stat. That's what the stat means. Per 90 means the number of times you do it per game.
With the per 90.
Per
that you're
90, okay,
Per 90
let me read the stat. Let me tell you the stat again. Per 90, Declan Rice, right, has more forward passes per 90 than Camavinga. I don't claim that I sit here and watch Real Madrid every day. I don't. So,
And by the way, they
I'm-
both attempt almost the same
Okay.
number of passes.
So
per
based
game,
on that,
60,
statistic here,
60,
are you
60 passes.
based on that statistic, right? Are you telling me that on the ball and in terms of passing and forward passes that Rice excels at that better than
Yes.
Camavinga?
Rice is better than
that's what you're
Camavinga
saying.
and forward passing.
Yeah?
Yes, correct.
Long day.
Correct.
Long day.
That's what our eyes. Ahmed, no,
long
let me
day.
explain to you. That's
Long day.
Ahmed. That's what our eyes
Long day.
witnessed, and then we went to the stats to confirm it. And
Is he
turns out
higher
the
than
stats were right.
Zubimendi on that list, by the way, Mo? Is he higher than
You know,
Zubimendi?
I'll tell you.
There's no list. I
you guys remember?
compared both.
You guys,
What did you
Ahmed,
use
I think
to-
Squawka.
That's
It's backed by
Squawka.
Opta. It's backed by Opta, so you know it's not fake. You guys remember this thing from 10, 15 years ago? I don't know if you guys will remember this. There was this famous black and blue dress, right? That some people saw as white and gold. I think that's Ahmed's eyes. Your eyes can deceive you. A lot of people said
Eyes
it's
don't
white
deceive
and
me.
gold. It's
Stats
white-
are deceiving you, by the way.
A lot of people
Every
keep on
argument,
saying
the only
the
argument
dress
you
is
bring,
white and gold, white and
Ashraf,
gold. And
the
then
only reason why you bring stats here, the only reason why you bring stats to every single conversation is
I don't.
because
I don't.
it's the easiest thing to use, yeah. And not many
No, I
people
don't.
remember performances. That's why you use it all the time, bro.
No, so
It's
you know
the
what I
easiest
did with
thing
you,
to say.
Ahmed?
Absolutely.
No, I can prove to you that I
Yes.
didn't because
Yes.
I've watched. I don't watch Real Madrid as much as I watch Barcelona. I've probably watched Madrid like 20, 25 times this season. But in the games I've watched him play, right? I don't remember Camavinga doing a lot of line breaking passes. But you said no, Camavinga gives line breaking passes, and then Souls and Ram confirmed what I said, which is he doesn't give line breaking passes. So now I need to see Was I not watching the right games, or was I blind? Or maybe Ahmed watches Madrid way more than I do, so maybe he knows better. Then I went and checked the stats, and the stats said, Ahmed is lying. He didn't watch Camavinga. You were right, Ashraf. Your eyes were telling the truth. So I just backed what my eyes saw. You lied about Camavinga because you tried to prove a point.
But Ahmed, I actually think I know the answer to all of what problems us with Arsenal. I actually know why we're analyzing Arsenal today and what we're saying all of this. Because I genuinely believe from January onwards, and especially from the Man United game, Arsenal have completely changed. For some whatever reason, the Arsenal that played in the beginning of the season is different than the Arsenal that plays now. Why? Maybe it's fatigue. Maybe Ashraf said it. Maybe it's the manager is not being able to take the team the same way to cross the finish line. He's scared. He is shitting his bed. He's not having the same tactics. He's afraid to let them go. When I watch Arsenal, but the problem is, I got a guy today, and I'm gonna guys explain to you. I want to get your opinion on it. I have someone called Fact Checker. That's his name on YouTube, right? He came to my thing and said, I am so glad that Arsenal are doing this, so you will get exposed for your lack of football knowledge and you glaze Arsenal because they're gonna bottle the league. And my response is very simple. Was I lying when I said that Arsenal were very good when they were scoring a lot of goals in the Champions? So I want to ask something. How is the team that scored the most goals, conceded the least goals in the Champions League, and the team that was top of the league that had 8 clean sheets in a row, and they were scoring goals, variety of goals. There was open play goals and there were set piece goals. And the team that conceded the least chances in Europe, by the way, in a tougher league. But now the team changed.
But you might not like it.
That's because Arteta is a good manager. Simple as that.
No, hold on.
No, he's a good manager, of course.
Hold on. My point is, and hold on. But now, maybe what I got wrong, if Arsenal don't win this league, or even now, by the way, even if Arsenal win the league because City are shit, maybe what I got wrong is saying that I believe that Arteta should be able to take them over the line at the end of the season. Maybe that's what I got wrong. That he's not able to be able to coach them. Maybe that's what I got wrong.
I think what you got wrong, you overestimated his attacking coaching ability. The reality is in the Champions League, group stage is not the same as the knockout stage. And this is why when I said to people, the stuff we did in the group stage, if we do it in the knockout stages, I'll say fair enough. Maybe knockouts, maybe Champions League, he's a lot braver. But we saw against Leverkusen and against Sporting, even though we won and we did well, and that's all that matters in the Champions League, we didn't play the same way we did in the group stage, because the group stage has less pressure, because Arsenal know they will finish top 8 because of the quality of the players we have, especially when we won our first 3-4 games. It was clear even before we played Bayern, we're probably going to finish in the top 8 comfortably. That's a very different thing. And now when you add that to the fact that teams open up against you and there's way less pressure, Arteta and the players can play that expansive game. Where you get to see the coaching ability, right, which is where Klopp and Pep and Hansi Flick and Enrique and all these managers got their praise over the last few years, is when the pressure is big, do you still maintain your philosophy? Or now do you play conservative and scared because now there's much more pressure? And Arteta has shown when there's that kind of pressure.
And also there's one more thing. I don't think he adapted, Ashraf. For me, I watched the game today. Always Arsenal were mostly in control of games in terms of situations. Conservative, but in control. Today, there's 2 problems today that happened today that I saw recurring even against Southampton, against Mansfield. Arsenal weren't in control of situations, and Mansfield and Southampton and Bournemouth didn't just sit deep and let Arsenal knock it around. They actually came out.
They came at us. Yeah.
They came out. Like Southampton didn't just say, Southampton committed, some attacks, committed 6 and 7 players to one attack. Teams didn't do that in the beginning of the season.
This is why I think I told you, remember, that I think it's one of the worst things when teams play low blocks against us. They think, Arsenal's kryptonite is low blocks. It actually isn't, because when you play a low block against us, it gives us opportunities to put in crosses. It gives us opportunities to win corners. It gives us opportunities to take shots from outside the box to add the pressure. When you come out at us and you give up that space, what do teams have to worry about when they attack, right? Or when they press? Counterattacks, right? Yes. Guess what? Arsenal is one of the worst transition teams when it comes to counterattack.
And also your attack, I was thinking about this. I'm like, if I'm a defender and I have Madueke, Martinelli, and Gyökeres, I'm not worried. As long as I have pace, 100%. As long as I have pace to recover, I'm not. Why would I be worried? They're technically not superior to anybody. They're not great in the first touch. They aren't fantastic, with back to goal. I can leave 4-on-3 and press with 7 or press with
And
6.
the one thing they're good at more, which is making runs behind, we don't do it because we counter from the wings. Everyone knows if you've played football, counter-attacking from the wings is one of the worst things because teams can overload that wing. They will commit 3-4 players and they'll expose themselves in the middle, but because they know you will not be able to play that pass outside, right? We don't counter-attack from the middle because we're not coached to do that, which is why I've said
And I think that Mikel Arteta, because his attack is not firing, and because teams don't sit back against him, I don't think he has an answer to the teams pressing him. Like today, when Bournemouth pressed, it was passed to Raya, and Raya long and hope for the best. And I'm like, okay, why can't Raya pass between? And by the way, the one time, which showed me that Zubamendi is the big problem, one time Raya refused to pass long and picked Zubamendi between the lines. Zubamendi turned his back and it went to a throw-in. You remember that ball that went to throw into the right side? Zubamendi.
I mean, but there was another time when he got a pass to Zubamendi and Zubamendi moved it. So I think we have to be careful with the cases we're using. But I do agree with your overarching point. How many times in the second half did we play the long ball to Gyökeres? And we lost it every single time. No, because Gyökeres was there with Senesi and they were trying to get to him, and Gyökeres could not win a single ball.
But he's never been that great in the air, though.
Which is why are we doing it?
Did you see his chance with the header? Did you see his chance with the header today, Gyökeres? He had the header, bro. He's like, bro, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, and he hit it down. He hit it down.
Do you not practice headers in training?
And they said he's an elite striker. They said he's an elite striker. Remember that chance he got towards the end when he ran and he could shoot with his left, but he brought it back to his right because he didn't want to shoot with his left.
And it was a goal kick. It was a goal kick.
It was a goal kick. Exactly. Why didn't you shoot at your left leg? It was an open shot.
He had 3 clear-cut chances today. The header, the one that it hits Senesi in front of him, which is, by the way, there is the whole goal in front of you.
Well, the turn and shoot one.
Maybe there is no turn. It hit a defender. It fell to him.
It fell down to him.
And then he fell down. He slipped again. Why are you slipping when you're
I swear there was one where he turned and shoot and he didn't hit the turn.
Yeah, that was in the first half, I think. Yeah, that was fine. That was okay.
He has a big problem. He has a big problem as a striker. Ahmed, if you don't add stats, why are we here? Just to respond to this, AMT, Aris here said, forward passes doesn't mean creating chances. Less Rice's offensive contribution or build skills. At best, he's not even at Henderson's level.
But that's never been the
even at creating chances, he creates 2.1 chances per game. By the way, no player in the Premier League has created more chances than Declan Rice except for Bruno Fernandes.
Open play or
no. I looked at everything, but even set pieces will not put you second. Set pieces will put you top 5, maybe top 6.
No, it depends. If you have a successful corner, it will count as a big chance. That's
yeah, but okay, but wait, Bruno takes all the corners and he's number 1. So that's why I'm keeping it there as well. Bruno's number 1 because he takes
based on that. Is Rice a better?
Yeah, I mean, I do this. No, but Ashraf, I do the same thing for Szoboszlai. I do the same thing for Szoboszlai because he creates a lot of. Szoboszlai creates, I think, a similar amount of chances as Declan Rice. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Szoboszlai's fantastic. He's having an amazing season. I think Szoboszlai.
So does that mean Szoboszlai is a better chance creator because of that stat than Cherky?
Well, you have to look. No, because
there you go. That's why.
No, because if you go per 90, Cherky's stats a lot higher because he doesn't play 90 minutes every game.
Even if Cherky played the same amount, even if he played the same amount.
Go ahead.
My point is, with the Szoboszlai thing, innit, and the Bruno and the Declan Rice, obviously they're very dominant when it comes to these set pieces, which obviously boosts your chance creation naturally, right? A guy like Cherky, who for me is easily the best playmaker in this league, does not have that amazing of like chance creation numbers. Yes, he's not played as much as the other guys, but even if he did, Cherky don't really take. I don't know who takes Man City's corners. To be fair, he's not really.
Cherky does.
Yeah, but with his playmaking, it's not heavily dependent on set pieces. It's from
I'm gonna debunk this. I'm gonna debunk this because I'm literally on this. I'm literally on FootMob right now. It has everything here. Cherky's chances created is up there with Bruno Fernandes. No, not up there, but significantly higher than Declan Rice and Szoboszlai per 90. Szoboszlai and Declan Rice are both on 2, and Cherky is just under 3, about 2.9.
Yeah. Makes sense. He's a playmaker. That's his job, right? His main job is not to playmake. It's not to create.
Anyway, just a simple question, guys. Do you guys think that No, I just want to say a statement before that. I'm going to say
Yes,
something.
we might bottle it more, if that was your
No,
question.
not that. I want to say something. By the way, guys, if Arsenal win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game, Arsenal has 6 games. If they win 3 and lose 3, but still win the league, you should be asking questions.
Say that again.
That's what I want to tell Arsenal fans.
Yeah,
We should have a discussion. Because some people say, oh, but we will win the league at the end. Listen, if you win 5 out of the last 6 games, I'll hands down say that Arteta fixed it. But if Arsenal win 3 and lose 3, but because Man City are losing games and you win the league, it doesn't mean that your attack worked. It doesn't mean that the last 6-7 games, the plan worked. It doesn't mean that. It means that Arteta needs to change something, because not every season you will face a team that will drop as many points as City. I want to say this because
he will change when we win. I think the fear comes off.
That's a hope, but that's a hope.
I used to think that Souls, and then Mo said one thing, and I remember that, which I actually agree with. What if he thinks I won the league playing this style? Why would I change?
Double down. There's a possibility he could double down.
He will double down. There's a very good chance he will double down.
I think the opposite happened. I think
Why
he's
he
playing out
won?
of fear.
Yeah, but why? Why do you think it'll change? Like, I want to hear the logic. Why?
The reason is because I feel like when managers kind of go through like a period of time where they have shown the ability to do a certain thing, when that fear kind of comes in, you kind of relinquish that. So he has shown he can attack, by the way. Like when he first kind of came in, yes, he played the 5 back. When he changed it to the 4-2-3-1, when Emil Smith-Rowe came in and then Odegaard came in, he showed like a different side to his game. The only reason that changed was because of him bottling the top 5, top 4, whatever.
Can I debunk that real quick? There's not a single top manager that was competing at the highest level, whether it's the Premier League or La Liga or Serie A.
Not the point I'm making. I'm not.
No. I'm trying to explain to you why he wouldn't change. There's no top manager that competed at the highest level and then switched their styles ever. So why is Arteta going to be the first one in history to do it?
But okay, it's not the point I'm making. I'm not going into the nuances. The reason why I think he does it, right, is different to like why he might have not done it, right? The reason is number 2, when I look at his press conferences, I don't actually think he wants to play this way. I think he's doing it out of complete kind of like he feels it's a necessity to do it. I think once he kind of wins and that judge comes off, I think the pressure relinquishes. I think at the moment, the pressure is completely on him to just get it done. And I think the first league title, regardless of Arteta, even if you want to bring Hansi Flick in, whether you want to bring, it was always going to be by hook or by crook, by any measure matter, it was going to be that. It was never going to be easy. It was never going to be
Is that because Arsenal, right? Is that because
Yes.
of Arsenal? Oh, because
Yes.
Arsenal.
Because
Jurgen Klopp's first title was ridiculous, and Pep Guardiola's first title was even more ridiculous.
I'm only talking Arsenal. I'm not talking
Okay,
comparing.
you're only talking Arsenal then.
Yeah. The reason why I say that is because it's been 20 odd years where the fan pressure is monumental at the moment, and especially because he's been doing it for a few seasons. And I also do think it comes down to the teams he's competing against. He needs to do something different, or in his head he feels like he needs to do this. And I think as soon as this happened, and I could be wrong, I'm not sitting here and saying, and Mo knows this, I do hold my hands up when I'm wrong and go, I got it wrong. But for me, I think once this is why I said the Carabao Cup, even if he had gone and won that Carabao Cup, you see a different Arsenal today.
I don't think it would have made any difference, honestly, even if we won the cup. I think we lost the Carabao Cup because of who he is and his style, which I don't think will change.
No, but that changes when he wins. Once he wins and gets that camel off his back, I think he changes it.
But again, this is why I told you, name me one manager that changed their style when they were competing at the highest level. 0. They don't. Because managers are stubborn human beings. They believe my way or the highway. This is why no matter how much...
In a way, Pep has changed this. Pep has changed.
No, he hasn't.
In some ways, he has.
Not the philosophy.
The main philosophy hasn't changed.
No, maybe not.
I'm almost done, Ram. I'm almost done. Go start the show.
He's changed and tweaked things. Like he never wants to play with a striker. Now, he realized if he wants to go.
We're not saying Arteta might not tweak things. We're talking about because we are. For me,
philosophy is different than.
No. But I think that's all it is. I don't think his philosophy is to be pragmatic. I think his philosophy is to tweak things to become attacking. Because he is scoring goals. He is opening teams up in some cases. It's just he's not doing it consistent enough. Yeah, look at the Champions League. I know you're going to say, well, the nuances, the group stages, and this, that, and the other. But the reality is
that's a very important nuance.
He does do it. No, but he does do it. He
No,
can
but
do it.
but but Mourinho and Simeone also sometimes open up and kill teams on the attack. That's fine. I'm talking about majority of the season when you're going for a title race.
No. But
their
they've
philosophy
done
has
it
changed.
even despite winning or not winning. That's where the
do you
difference
mean?
is. I think Arteta changes it once he wins. I think he's playing out of fear.
Yeah, but
He's
you're
doing it
basing
because-
you're basing that with no evidence. Like there's nothing backing your argument there. Because every manager that wins or because let's assume he does win the league this season, hopefully. Let's assume he does win. Every manager that wins with a certain philosophy sticks with that philosophy no matter what happens. Even if it's their
Mourinho
detriment.
changed multiple times, by the way.
But
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
What did he change?
At Inter, we were very dominant in the league because we were stronger than the rest of the league, and in the Champions League, we were more conservative.
No, but you changing in the Champions League does not mean that's your philosophy. Your philosophy is the league philosophy. For example, Mourinho with Real Madrid, that's his actual philosophy. Champions League, you adapt because it's a knockout.
طب ما هو
league. You
with
adapt.
Chelsea, he won being a little bit more conservative. He scored 70 goals or something. And then when he went
Yeah,
to
but that-
Inter, and he went
Yeah,
to
go on.
Inter, in his first season, it was a little bit more expansive. And then the second season,
Again, because
it
the
wasn't.
league was different. And when he went to Real Madrid, it was
And then
the
when he
same
entered
thing.
Real
The
Madrid, it
only
was
difference-
completely expansive in the
but
league.
that's mainly because of the players he had. The players he had are not
Yes.
players.
So
Yeah,
do you
I
think if
understand, but-
Arteta gets, you think if Arteta gets
We're not
a
going to get
different kind
Lamine
of
Yamal
player-
and Mbappe, are we? We're not going to get those players. We're not going to get players that will by themselves take us to the next level. The best
No,
we
no,
can
but we
do
might,
in this
we might,
summer-
we might not get
we
that.
get
We
a
might get the
Rodrigo.
Barcolas. We might get the Barcola.
Yes,
and
but-
which is fine. Which can
But
do it.
Souls, those players do not dictate your philosophy. The players that dictate your philosophy, regardless who the manager is, are Mbappe, Lamine Yamal. These kind of players dictate your philosophy regardless. If you want to have, but Barcola and Rodrigo and I don't know these other players.
They
don't
adapt to the
dictate-
manager's philosophy.
Yeah,
Depends
Adapt
what
to the
manager
managers-
as well, because with Mbappe, yeah, like Enrique didn't really change his way because of Mbappe. He was like, listen, you either do this or you don't.
But that's why he left. That's why both didn't work out
Exactly.
together.
So it
That's
depends
why
what
they
type
didn't
of
work out
manager you want.
together,
A guy like Xabi Alonso, yeah, he didn't really play the type of football he did at Leverkusen, then he did at Madrid. He didn't do that. That's
because the players didn't allow him. Like Mbappe didn't allow him to do this. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that plays a factor.
But
I mean,
anyway.
you say Mbappe when Vinny Jr. really runs that team, and Vinny Jr. hated Xabi Alonso.
now it's Mbappe, by the way. A lot of Real Madrid fans will tell you this. By the way, Xabi Alonso just been linked to Manchester United job. He has been held talks with Manchester United to take
I don't know why he do
over
that.
Man United.
I think Carrick should honestly take the job. I'm not
By the
gonna
way,
lie.
It's
I'm
the
gonna
same
tell you.
level
I'm gonna
for
tell you
me.
something.
Yeah.
If Xabi Alonso talks with Man United, that means he got the information from inside Liverpool that he ain't getting the job. That Arne Slot is staying. If that news is true, if that news that he held talks with Man United, I'm not
But
sure how true that is.
I don't think Alonso should go to him. I think it makes sense as a project manager, but I think Carrick is just as suited.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
We'll see how it goes.
Guys,
But listen,
you can note it here. Remember, come October or November max, they're going to sack Slot if he doesn't pick it up, which he probably won't, and they will sign someone like that. I promise you.
because we're
Like the
17.
story all over again.
بس يا حيوان. We are guys. Dio couldn't be here today because of something with his kid. He actually apologized later. Actually, Dio is never ducking stream, but Dio is gonna be here tomorrow. Actually, so because that's why he couldn't be here today. He didn't duck the stream or anything. But we got Ashraf and we got Sol, so like you can't complain. We got Ledge as well. You know what I mean? We got Ahmed as well.
And
Good luck,
Dio is
Ahmed.
not a coward. Come on, Dom kick you. He's always even when we lose.
Dio is definitely one of the he never ducks, right? He never ducks. But I want to thank everyone. Guys, it's gonna take you to Ram now, where you guys can go and debate Arne Slot with him on his channel. Thank you, Ashraf, for joining us. Always pleasure talking with you. We'll see you on Tuesday or Wednesday. Ahmed, love you. You got cornered today about rice. Oh, it's fine.
Now, rice is a sensitive topic, and I understand it, bro.
It is. It's a little bit sensitive.
Not really.
Big up
Not
souls. I think rice is the least problems of Arsenal, to be honest with you. They have much bigger
I have
problems.
no issue shedding on any. I am probably one of the only Arsenal fans that has zero emotional attachment with players. I call them employees of the club. If you swap Spurs and Arsenal players today, I'll say Bun Saka, Bun Rice, let's go Mickey van de Ven. Because I don't care about the players like that. I don't follow the players. I don't give a shit about them.
I will see you guys tomorrow. We're out of here, people.
Big up, guys.